Lone Tree, Colorado. See what's going on here in the studio. Katy Cat's firing up the live feed. I see she's jacking with my camera right now. How do I look? Am I looking good? Make sure I'm centered. That's nice. Good. Oh, that's a good look. All right, perfect. Get onto your YouTube. I don't. Just let her go, Josh.
Okay. All right. Okay.
She struggles a lot with electronics. So.
It's early.
Gosh.
Get on your YouTube app and search Mix 100 Denver. Boom, we're right there on YouTube. Brought to you by Safeway. What's up, you clowns?
What's going on?
Happy Friday, Junior.
Oh my God! How do I
did it
make
again.
you guys stop with the stupid weekly cliche crap?
Day
Oh,
four,
come
day
on.
How do
four
I make you?
weekend.
How do I make you stop? What's it gonna take?
I don't
Money?
know.
Taser.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a taser.
No, I'll still do it.
Donuts.
I'm gonna run around the console and taser you guys every time
Or
you do
donuts would work better.
those cheesy lines.
Joke's on you. I like
Oh
being
my God.
tased.
Positive
You're like,
reinforcement.
ooh,
I'm into it.
ooh, again.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
I've been naughty.
Do it
So
again.
naughty. Can I tell you how lame my day was yesterday?
Yes.
Two of the most lamest things ever. First thing was I cleaned my vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
What does that even mean? Like you emptied it out?
Disassembled it, took it down to bare bones. Yes, pulled every filter out of it, the tank, everything. Went outside with some pine sol and some water and cleaned everything. And I'm a total dad because I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
I was like, that probably needs to be done.
It does
every
need
once
to be
in a while.
done.
Yeah.
It
we
does.
have to do that? Wait.
We do. And it's funny because I got lost in some sort of YouTube rabbit hole and it was talking about disinfecting things around the house. And I got stuck on, your dryer and your washing machine and your dishwasher and your fridge. And then they had a segment on vacuum cleaners. And we've got two of them. We've got the standard, with the tank and everything. And then we've got like a handheld Dyson one that we use for the hardwood floors. And I went into both of them yesterday and washed them out. And I'm going to tell you, my OCD and germ mode kicked in, and it felt so good to have those things sparkly and clean. And you realize how much crap you're sucking up. I mean, the
Yeah.
filters were black, like they had not been done in a while.
Yeah.
And they're like spongy, so you're just washing them and you're watching all the dirt come out. And it was one of those very satisfying moments for me yesterday. So
It sounds very satisfying.
lame event number one for me yesterday. And then lame event number two, I took said Dyson vacuum and tried to get the world's biggest moth out of the house last night. I opened up the garage door to get something, and this thing was like, oh no. And I just heard it fly by me. And I finally saw it up on the ceiling. No joke, this thing was bigger than like a monarch butterfly. It was
That's
one of the
horrifying.
biggest moths ever. And then it went it's all over. Then it hit the front window, and it was like behind the blinds, So I was like, it's probably fine for the rest of the night. I could just
What?
leave it. And then I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to sleep
No
tonight.
way.
No, dude, that thing's going to land on your face.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, this is going to be all over my face tonight. It'll be in my ears. It'll be in my mouth. It'll be in my butt.
It's going to lay eggs somewhere.
Who knows where
Yeah.
it's going to be?
Yeah.
Lay eggs in your ear, dude.
In
Yeah.
my butt. I'm mostly concerned that there'd be eggs in my butt.
How is it even going to get there?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, there's a crack in it, Katie.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
The way I sleep with the covers off, Katie, it's
Just airing it out
It's
or
fair
what?
game.
Just up in the air?
and I also watched a video
Jeez.
on moths, and moths love butts. So
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That
they're
makes sense.
really attracted to butts. So anyway, yeah. I tried to get this thing for easily 20 minutes, and it just would not, I couldn't get it. It was just fast.
It was big enough to fight back.
It was like, I had little like nunchucks and everything. So I grabbed that Dyson it's got like a long stick vac, and I took
Yeah.
the end of it off, and I'm like all over the ceilings trying to get this thing, and it finally landed in a window again, and I was able to corner it in the corner of the window, and I sucked it up in the vacuum cleaner. I was like, sweet success!
It's so funny. The image I have in my mind is SpongeBob trying to catch jellyfish.
Yes.
Like, that's what I imagine.
Jared in his
is
boxers trying to-
It
catch
was
a moth.
incredibly sad moment for me.
I
I
cannot
probably looked ridiculous.
stand moths because of their erratic flight pattern. Like they don't fly like a bird in like a straight line. They don't even know where they're going.
No.
And it like kind of scares me. Is
idiots.
that bad to say?
No,
They're a frightening little flying creature. I
Terrifying.
don't like them.
Oh,
And the
I can't
big
even tell
ones,
you.
like you saw.
It came at me a few times, and I out loud went,
Well, it's definitely the more terrifying butterfly, right? Like
Yeah.
it's way more terrifying than the butterflies because they're hairy. So
They're
I just
so
don't
gross.
like them.
Yeah.
And like the big ones, like we have had, those huge ones. Like there's the different type of moth that they grow. I mean, I'm talking like 5 inches long, like the big moths.
Yeah.
Those ones I've had at my house. And like when they land, or like Jared, run into a window, like you hear the thud,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh,
and you see the powder on the window.
the powder, and you're like, that's a big little bug.
Yeah.
I do not like
because I didn't
that.
want to squeeze it either. Because I've squeezed like flies before, and then they go and they squirt out all these eggs and stuff out of their rear end.
Oh, wait.
And I was like, I got to do everything I can not to squeeze this moth because I don't want 50 other moths shooting out of it, and that's just gross.
No, and I've had
that's
those
nightmare fuel.
Oh yeah, I've had those big bugs. Like I accidentally one time stepped on a praying mantis, and that like, the squish and the pop that you feel on accident. And it was it was in my bare feet. I didn't mean to. I was walking on a sidewalk in my bare feet, step on it, and I will never forget the feeling of like crushing the exoskeleton.
Oh my!
And it was the
exoskeleton.
gross. I know that's such a nerdy term, but it was the grossest thing I've ever felt in my life. And I just can't do those big bugs.
Yeah.
They're disgusting.
The funny thing is I left the moth in the little canister on the Dyson, and I go, Nicole. She's like, what? She leaned over the railing upstairs. I go, don't open this. And then I held it up, and it's like,
did it survive?
in there.
Okay,
it's
so
in
it
there.
made it through.
Well, yeah, and then I turned the vacuum on, and the suction in that thing, in that clear jar,
Yeah.
it's all woo, 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 woo. It's like spinning around in there. I was like, is this cruel, or is it, just sweet justice is
The
what it is.
moth throws up. Like,
Please stop. Worst roller coaster ride of my life.
So anyway, that was my lame dad day
oh
yesterday.
my gosh, that's
I do
funny.
love that Katy brought in some perfume this morning, and it made me laugh because I was reading the news this morning, and today is actually National Bomb Pop Day today.
Oh,
Isn't
no
that
way.
amazing?
What?
Yeah, the bomb pops that you
I
get from the
called
creepy
it.
ice cream van.
Yes, but the red,
But
white, and blue ones.
The red, white, and blue ones. Yes.
I was telling everybody how I went to Bath and Body Works earlier this week, and this bomb pop, it's actually called Firecracker Pop, the body spray.
Which used to
that
be
they
my
have.
DJ name.
Is that what
Yeah.
it was? I remember. But yeah, so this literally smells like those bomb pops, like the popsicle. I mean, and so I came in and I sprayed down the studio with it. And when Josh came in, he's like, it smells fruity in here.
It does, and it smelled good
It
though.
smells
Like
so good.
it's so funny. I have not personally had a bomb pop in probably a decade. I mean, it's been so long, but that's exactly how I would imagine that it smelled.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's melting on the sidewalk or something, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what it would smell. It smells really, really good.
I want to drink it.
It's so.
I want to drink your
good.
perfume.
Well,
Wouldn't
it's
do
funny.
that.
Can I
when-
have it? Let me
When
see
I
it.
went into Bath and Body Works,
Oh, that's nice.
actually, they have you spray it on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
right? That's how you smell it. And I walked around with that piece of paper for like hours, just like it smelled so good.
I just sprayed it in the lid, and
Oh, I had to get some. of
I
it.
want to drink it.
So yeah, I had
Isn't
to go
it funny how some of this fragrance, like it smells so good that you are tempted to put it in your mouth?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it's got to taste just as good, right?
That's
it's got
why
to.
it says on there,
so
"Do
good.
not consume," because somebody actually
Well,
did that
some
at
sort
one
of alcoholic
point.
is drinking it.
Oh.
but-
Yeah, I did have to go to the mall yesterday because I had to get my phone fully fixed. This is just the process of getting it fixed. I was without my phone for like 3 hours yesterday. I couldn't believe how
How'd you handle it? Did you
I
go
was
crazy?
okay. There was a few times
Did
I
you feel like you were
reached
back
for
on the
it.
prairie?
Oh my gosh, it is crazy how it like automatically turns your clock back like 20 years.
Well, let
It's
me
like,
ask you
this
this.
is how
Did
we
you-
lived back then.
Did your like bodily movements ever go to your pockets?
Yes.
Like automatically.
So many times,
Yeah.
so many times. I was just, and I tried to like keep myself busy. Like I was watching people around the mall. I was really watching the young people because I was just really, really interested in how they, because we were talking about the mall in general and how kids don't go there anymore. But I saw a lot of kids at the mall yesterday and they were all hanging out
It's
with
summer.
their friends. It's just like it was back in the day. Like they're literally hanging out with their friends talking. Not a whole lot of them were, head in their phones. They were actually communicating with each other. And I really liked that. But I did a little test yesterday. It was kind of funny, actually, as I was walking around the mall. I was seeing who was going to make eye contact with me. And I smiled at them if they did.
Aw.
And a lot of people just looked away. A lot of people smiled back. But I will tell you right now, the majority of people who smiled back at me, teenagers. How crazy
No
is that?
way.
I never would have guessed.
They're
I
on
never
their
would've
kindness
guessed
journey.
That gives
would
you a
have
little
happened.
hope.
It does,
Yeah.
I mean, there were quite a few adults who
Or maybe they
just
felt
kind of-
threatened, like, smile at the
I know.
crazy lady.
That's
Don't take us, don't
somebody's
take us.
mom.
Smile at the
I
crazy
know.
lady.
Maybe that's what it was, but they smiled at me. The majority of the kids who I saw smiled at me. So I just want to give a shout out to one special one who is Faith, who actually works at Bath and Body Works. And
You
she
made a
listens-
friend.
I do. Well, I told you guys about her before, and
You
you
did?
didn't believe me that she's real, but she listens to the show.
I wasn't listening.
She listens to the show, and I want to give her and her mom Andrea a shout out because they've listened for forever and they're big fans of JKJ. So
Oh, Faith.
hello, Faith. Hello, Andrea.
You're just trying
They're
to get a
gonna-
discount.
No, they're gonna come in and get a tour of the studio at
What?
some point.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah, I put you guys to work just so you know.
You don't
They're
know
gonna
that. They could be
come-
total creepers.
I don't think so. No, Faith seemed very sweet. She smiled at me. Like I said,
Oh,
she
boy,
looked at me
that's
and smiled at
that's
me.
a
All it
giveaway.
takes to get
So
into the
that's
radio
good.
I think
station.
I'm busy that day.
Just
But-
smile at Katie.
No, but it was fun.
Would you like to do the show with us?
I think that's against protocol, Katie.
You might want to check with the management on that, Katie.
Oh no, I just do it.
I don't think
They
we
love
can
it. Are you
randomly
kidding
bring in
me? They
strangers.
love it. I'm due for a tour. Are
Well,
you
it was
kidding
nice
me?
working with you.
Well, all right.
Hey,
No.
randos, come
I
on
know.
down.
Come on into the station.
They
See
smiled
where we
at me.
work.
Oh my God. Later that day, we were all mugged.
Yep.
Faith and Andrea, very big
Well,
sweethearts.
you can meet them out front doors, and say, "Yep, this is where we work," and then send them on their way.
Have a
Okay.
great
You
day.
guys will meet him too.
Okay.
You guys will meet him too.
I'm gonna hold on to this bomb pop. I'm
Oh
taking
no,
it.
that's mine.
The
No,
whiff
I'm
finally
taking
hit
it.
me.
That's
It came
mine.
over here.
I'm
It smells
taking it.
so
smells
good,
so
dude.
good. No,
Okay, so-
that's mine.
Is it bad if I put some on myself?
No. I kind of figured you both would actually. Like,
I'll
When
let
I'm
you smell
done
it
with
on
my
you.
coffee, because I don't want to interfere with the flavor of my coffee, because I feel like the smell and the coffee would mix.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
But maybe a little later, I want to put some on me.
yeah.
So let me tell my wife right now, if she's listening, if I come home smelling like bomb pop perfume, it was not another woman.
I'm not cheating on you. It's not an affair.
I did it to myself
Because
on
you
purpose.
like the smell.
He has 2 witnesses. Don't worry,
The
Knick Knack.
Fruity
And
bomb
I'm on the
pop.
YouTube feed right now.
Oh, yeah,
There,
that
I'm
too.
holding it up. It will be me spraying it on myself. Here you go. You can have it back.
All right. Now,
So-
on second
you know what? That's it. Hey,
thought,
that's
I
a
don't
good
want it.
CYA right there.
That
Jen,
is.
just in
Now I
case,
can truly
'cause-
go out and cheat this afternoon. I'll be like, no, it was.
All right.
And you
Jeez.
ruined it.
Oh, no, I would never. All right, coming up here in a few minutes, I want to get to a story. Actually, speaking of Knick Knack, of something really weird that happened to her the other day at the doctor's office. I've never heard of anything like this happening, so we'll do that. And then Josh had a crazy experience on the golf course yesterday.
Wild.
He actually played good. So we'll dive into those two stories and a little bit more coming up with JKJ. Right now, it's our first check of traffic. Woo. Woo. Denver's best music. It's a little Maroon 5 there. Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Hey, listen, Arvada, if you want to hang out and shoot the you-know-what and do good for the community, I've got my Pint for Pint blood drive, which is coming to town July 13th at the Colorado Tap House in Arvada. If you'd like to sign up and donate a pint of blood while you're there, the Colorado Tap House will turn around and give you a voucher for a free pint of beer. A little tit for tat. That's awfully nice of them. That's why we're calling it the Pint for Pint blood drive. This is about the third or fourth time I've done it, and it fills up each and every time. So I encourage you, well, actually, you kind of have to, go to mix100.com and reserve your donation time. We'll be there from noon to 4 on July 13th at the Colorado Tap House in Arvada. And we just need to know how many volunteers that we need, how many people are going to come down and give blood, and it's very important that you do this. The blood banks are constantly low on blood. So please sign up for the Pint for Pint blood drive. It's July 13th, Arvada, Colorado Tap House with me, Jeremy, and I think these two clowns across from me are going to show up for a little bit as well, Katy and Josh.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we hope to see you guys there. It's a very good cause, and I enjoy doing this. So all the information, mix100.com. My day's going to be kind of crappy. I mean, first things first, I left the house and left my coffee sitting there on the dining room table, which just throws the entire morning off.
Oh, you came in a huff.
I was in a huff, Katy.
He was.
I hit Josh. I shoved him down.
Right in the face.
Get out of my way. It's like,
It's going to be a bad day.
I'm a coffee guy. In this job, you need it to kind of kickstart your morning. I made my perfect, delicious cup and my Yeti mug, left it right there on the dining room table and walked out. So,
well, your wife's going to have a really nice cup of coffee today.
I was messaging her on the way in. I was like, well, I guess you get my coffee. And she's like, oh my God, you want to turn around? I'm like, I'm halfway to work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. What are you, crazy? And so I rolled into Starbucks this morning, so I do have my Starbucks.
That's right. You looked cute walking in today with
You
your
did.
Starbucks cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real cute. Real cute with your
With my
Starbucks
man
cup.
bag.
Ah,
and had my
adorable.
shades
Little
on.
satchel.
Yeah.
You looked.
Yeah.
My best life. I'm living my
Nice
best
and
life.
cute.
I'm letting my light shine.
That high
Starbucks
ponytail
tribute.
looks real good on you,
Yes.
too.
Thanks, guys. A little something new I'm trying. The other thing that's going to be bad about my day is I have to go to Hell on Earth today.
Oh,
The DMV?
Close.
Oh.
Costco? Where are you going?
Your
No.
children's school?
I
No.
love Costco.
I know you
Katy.
do. I know you do.
How dare you?
Sorry, I know.
The public pool.
Oh.
yeah.
That's, yeah.
Germ Square.
I mean, what
for
happened?
you.
You made it very well known what happened the last time you were at a public
Yeah.
pool.
Every time we go to the public pool, a kid lays a giant turd in the pool. Every single time they's like, clear it out, and then they got to sit out for 45 minutes while the chemicals do their
Chlorine,
thing, and while they scoop stuff out of the drain. Every single time that we go, a kid drops a turd.
I would love it if it's
Gross.
just one token kid who sees you coming. He's like
Jeremy's
concentrating real hard.
I
in
see
the
he
corner.
looks exhausted
Yeah.
from no coffee this morning. Allow me to evacuate.
I would
Time to
love
push.
that.
Rose.
Well, luckily I'm not in it, but my mutant children will be in it. And
Let them have fun.
let them have fun. I
enjoy
told them
it.
yesterday. I mean, we've just had a busy week. Nicole's been having her eye issues, and she's been swamped at work. I've been doing work at home. I was like, I'm going to take you kids out to do something fun today. What do you want to do? And it's like, guys, go to the pool. And it's like, oh, son of a biscuit.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Nope.
Can I give you each $100?
Yeah, no, then go to the pool.
So anyway, I'll be doing that today. Speaking of knickknacks, she's had some eye issues, some floaters, some retina issues, the whole shebang, whatever. So she had to go get her eyes dilated at the retina specialist the other day, and the appointment wrapped up, and I was on my way back to pick her up because she couldn't drive because she was dilated AF.
Yeah.
More than when she gave birth, I think. That's how dilated
Well,
she was. And so
yeah.
she's sitting there in the chair, and she's got the plastic, shades on.
Yeah.
Never looked better.
Yeah.
That like wrap around your head,
the ones that, like, go to your
and then
temples.
she's got her regular glasses on over those, so she looks ridiculous. But she's sitting there and she's got her AirPods in and she's just trying to listen to some stuff while she's waiting for me. And she had this really cute Nike jacket on. It's pink. It's got the little swoosh on it. And this woman comes like shuffling over to her and she's like, I just love that jacket. That is just the cutest little jacket. Where'd you get that? And Nicole's like, well, my husband gave it to me. It was a gift. And
She's
she's like,
looking the wrong way.
yeah, she's like, I'm over here. And she's like, I would imagine it's like a Kohl's purchase or something like that. And well, that's just really nice, really, really nice. And then she went on her way. And then she came back a few minutes later. She's like, if that hadn't been a gift, I'd offer you some money for that and just take it from you.
What?
Like, and then just
Straight
kind
up?
of standing there, like, I would, but like framed in the way, like waiting for Nick Nack to say,
it? Yeah.
would you,
To offer.
like, how much are we talking?
Yeah.
And Nicole's like, it was the most awkward situation. One, because I can't see anything.
Yeah. Poor thing.
And I've got the plastic glasses on. And then two, this woman is standing there. I could barely make her out. And she's offering to buy the jacket that I'm wearing while I'm sitting in a waiting room.
Never heard that.
I have never heard that ever. Would you guys ever do that?
Oh, no.
Wander up to somebody and say, hey, I like your jacket. I'll give you money for it right now.
No, that's a rich people thing
No.
to do. For
Is that,
sure.
you think that's what it is?
That lady's
Everything's got a cost.
yeah, that-
Everything's
It's
got a
got
cost.
price,
That
yeah.
lady's got
yeah.
so much money. Oh my gosh, yeah. She just
But I
doesn't
mean,
know
okay,
what to do with it.
let me ask you this though: like, if Nicole was like, "All right, sure, absolutely," I mean, what is that going to get? You're not going to make a lot of money off it. The most
and
a
then
Nike
that's-
jacket could get
But
like
that's the
$50.
thing.
I
And
mean,
that's the
Nicole-
thing.
Nike jacket.
I asked her, I was like, did you like throw out a number just for funsies? She's like, no, it was so awkward. I wasn't feeling good.
Yeah.
She's like, I just wanted her to leave.
Aw.
Whereas I probably would have been like, well, how much we talking?
Yeah, no, exactly. Start
Totally.
the bidding process
$100.
right there.
I
Yeah.
know.
Right off. I
Make
mean, it's a
some
nice
money.
Nike jacket.
If she handed her a
$100.
hundo, I mean, I'm sure I didn't pay that much for it.
Paid in Kohl's cash,
I
dude. What are you
paid
talking about?
damn straight. I paid in Kohl's cash, man. That jacket probably cost me $14.
Yeah,
you know,
right? Make
when it was
some
all
money.
said and done. But it is a super cute jacket.
Yeah.
But it was just so strange. I'm like, I have never had anything like that. We meet so many people in this job, so many strangers. Let's just say listeners, people we don't know. But I've never had somebody say, "Hey, I like your pants. Can I buy them off you?"
I guess the one thing that happened to me was it wasn't face to face, but I was actually at like a rec league basketball thing just for fun. And I took off my Jordans that I had, my Jordan shoes that I was wearing, and I put them in a locker. And the lockers were like the see-through, so you could see where your stuff is.
Okay.
And you lock it. Someone had slipped a note in the locker and said, "My number. Here's my number. If you want to sell these shoes to me, I will buy them off you." So
No
not
way.
face to face, but he left a note in my locker that was like, "I will take your shoes off you."
Aw.
And I never ended up selling them because I was like, I'm wearing them. I'm not just going to go home barefoot.
And
or
they're like a
anything
men's
that.
7, so I don't know how many guys could actually fit in
5,
those.
men's 5. So
Exactly.
it was really tough.
Women's
Yeah,
7.
So it's they're
There
a
it
women's
is.
7.
No,
No.
no.
I
men's
kind of
11.
like that better though, because it's kind of on the sly and it's
Yeah.
just
Totally
not
less
right in your
awkward.
face and putting you on the spot. And she was just finally like, "Okay, well, he's gonna be here soon to pick me up," and she finally left. But
That
it was
woman's
just,
done that before. That's the thing.
Yes,
She's
yes.
like, I got a checkbook.
She
right
thinks
here.
she can buy anything she wants.
I think
That's,
so.
again, that's
She's
a
just one of
rich
those.
Kind of
person's thing
entitled.
to do.
Yeah.
a little bit.
People comment on my clothes. They never want to buy them though. Like,
Do they say bad things?
Well-
no, like they're just. I have a lot of interesting,
have you looked in the
unique
mirror?
stuff. No, stop it. Like my nugget stuff. I have a lot.
You do have a
neat
lot of nugget
nugget
stuff.
So when I wear like my Jamal Flurry sweatshirt, I get quite a few comments.
Your Nugget
on that.
shoes.
My nugget
Those
shoes
Nugget
with my
shoes
name
with
on
your
them.
name on them are
Yeah.
like, honestly, I'm a shoe guy.
Yeah.
Those are sick. Those are
And
really
those are
cool.
fake. Like I call them Jordon'ts.
You never, ever, ever say that, Kate. You
Well, what?
just did the biggest faux pas ever.
What? You can tell. You look at my shoes. You can tell they're made out of sleeping bag material. Like they are
Don't
Jordon'ts.
admit it. No, they're totally real.
If they're
What are you
not
talking
got my
who
about?
name on
cares?
them.
Don't tell
They're made
anybody.
by some lady in New Jersey who sent them my
You
way.
are too nice.
For
Don't
real.
say that. What are you?
You gotta keep quiet about that stuff.
Dang it,
What?
Katie.
Okay, sorry.
So disappointing.
Dang it, Katie.
Dang it.
now no one's gonna want to buy them.
No.
And I think part of it was like I think it depends on the person too, because Nicole looked very clean and put together too. I feel like if you're looking at someone, you can tell they take care of themselves.
Yeah.
You're more apt to maybe do that
Oh, totally.
versus seeing Katie at the food court sitting in front of a Panda Express.
in my fake squeaky shoes.
Yeah, with grease all over her shirt and stuff.
Eating a whole rotisserie chicken. by
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. That's weird.
What's
I mean,
not appealing
it
about
might
that?
Be why you
I don't
haven't-
understand.
It could be why that hasn't
Like,
happened to you.
That sounds delicious.
Well, that
and
shirt looks
fantastic.
greasy.
Can I buy it?
Can I take that shirt home and wash it for you? That's probably what you
I'll
get.
give it back. I will bring it back.
Let me wash your clothes, ma'am.
Katie, you poor thing.
That's awesome. All right, Josh, tell me what happened on the golf course yesterday. It sounded intense.
Dude, so yesterday I was with my buddy Nate, and we wanted to do something, so we're like, hey, let's book a quick tee time. And we got a tee time at a golf course that I like to go to a lot. And started out the day, beautiful blue skies. We saw some clouds coming in a little bit. We were like, that probably wouldn't hit us. And about hole 8, I believe that we were at, it really started to rain heavily to where, like, in Colorado storms, though, too, we're kind of like, oh, it should, 10, 15 minutes, it should clear up, right? They never last that long.
Yeah, they move on.
During that time, though, total downpour yesterday. Oh, my gosh.
Total downpour.
Total downpour.
Some of the most rain ever.
Heaviest rain I've ever
seen.
seen.
The rainiest of the rain.
And so we took a quick break because there's, like, sporadically throughout a golf course, there is a rain shelter. And we just so happened to be right next to it. We were next to the bathrooms and the rain shelter. So we're like, let's just wait this out for a little bit. And we do. And all of a sudden, we see and hear, I'm not kidding, the loudest and brightest flash of lightning and thunder I've ever heard in my life. Like, it was like where the lightning strikes and instantaneously the thunder's there. So we both look at each other like, oh, that was a close one. Like, kind of cool.
This is going to be good.
We're guys. We're like, that was so sick. We just survived lightning. Well, like 5 minutes after that, it's still raining. So we're still under the little tunnel thing. And I saw something I have never seen before. There's always a cart path for golf carts to go on.
Sure, okay.
It looks like a sidewalk that just goes throughout the golf course. All of a sudden, 4 cop cars fly over the curb onto the cart path, and they go throughout the entire, like, they're making their way from hole to hole.
First of all, how fun for them.
How insane.
Oh,
how fun for them.
That's the dream, right?
Yeah, they're like,
that's so awesome.
Looks like we're gonna have to get on the golf course.
Oh, and they were doing the whoop whoop, like that part of the siren, and I was like, this is
they were
so
in there
cool.
going, wee!
They were having so much fun. And then, but after that, followed them was an ambulance, and I was like,
uh-oh.
What happened?
Gosh,
What is
not
going
so
on?
good. Not so good.
Fun.
No, you don't want that, although I will say it looked kind of fun for them to drive on too. That being said, they are going from hole to hole, stopping, and we're like, what is going on here? They finally make their way to us, and in like the most serious tone, the police officer asks us, he's like, did any of you get hit by lightning? And like the look of like panic on his face of like, we need to get to whatever happened. So we're both like, no, but I go, we saw and heard the loudest lightning strike we've ever seen. And he's like, okay, and just goes on. Like,
first of all, hold on.
No time to talk.
Hold on. Is that a question they really had to ask?
Well, I think
as you're both standing there.
Well, but
we could have said this person
Wouldn't you
behind
think-
us or something.
Okay.
I mean, like,
All right.
I get
somebody
it.
on the ground over there.
I
You get it,
get
though?
it.
You're both standing there going, ooh,
We're both
they're
like,
on the path. I feel like you'd be on the ground.
The stupid
smoking.
look of joy on our faces
Right.
probably described
like-
that we were
They
not.
probably could have rolled down the window and been like, have you... Never mind.
Never mind, you're good. But what happened was apparently 2 holes after us. So hole number 10 on the green was where someone got hit by lightning.
Oh, no!
And I don't think it was a direct hit because we saw like...
There wasn't just a pair of smoking shoes.
Yeah,
no, I don't think it was.
That's the key. I mean,
But what
that would tell you.
That would tell you immediately.
It's just
Like,
a club
it happened
and-
right there.
Right there is where it happened.
Just a club and
No,
smoking shoes.
that didn't. That was crazy. That didn't happen.
Okay.
But apparently 2 holes, our next 2 holes that we saw, a lightning strike did hit the green and it kind of bounced. So like lightning, I guess, bounces. And it did hit somebody. So it didn't hit us. I didn't feel anything.
It hit the ground and then it hit somebody.
Well, it when it hits the ground, it diversifies. It spreads out. And
so that's how it hit someone.
Yeah, it wasn't a direct, like it hit me directly.
Like hit the
but
ground
it
and
hit
went
the ground
up
and spread out. And someone was hit. So they took him by
that's
ambulance
horrible.
to the hospital.
I feel bad
know
for
nothing
joking.
about it. So I don't know anything. I can't say, bad
I
or
hope that
happy ending. I'm
person's
sorry.
okay.
I do hope they are okay too. I will say,
But what a great day for you to see it all go down.
you saw where the lightning hit. Like there is a dark brown spot of that's burned. That is burned ground. And you saw where, and I hate to say it's cool, but it is.
It's
Like
pretty
I've
neat.
never been so close to a lightning strike in my life. And it's really cool to see what it does to the ground. It fries the ground. And
Yeah.
so that was really cool. I do hope the person is okay. But
Were
to
you like,
also
can we
see
play
cops and-
through?
I know. Hey, this is taking a second.
Honestly, probably
God.
one of the reasons I've never picked up golf and learned because it kind of terrifies me, this kind of stuff.
I've played
I mean,
hundreds and
I
hundreds
know,
of
granted,
rounds,
it's usually
and
a beautiful day,
I sound like
right?
a pilot. I've flown thousands of times. We never crash. No, like I know. I guess it does happen because it is.
Yeah.
You're in nature and you're
in
outside.
the middle of open area.
Well, and you're also holding a metal
a
rod.
metal
in a lightning
rod,
storm.
yes.
But look, I mean, I play because I'm short, so I'm the last thing to be hitting the ground. But, we're good. I'm pretty safe, Jared. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty safe. Yeah.
yeah, well,
I've
that's-
always wanted you to golf too, and you
I know.
have.
I need to. I still
me
need to
really
learn
sad.
it.
You do. That's something you can pick up pretty easy too, from what I understand.
It's
Yeah.
like the hardest
Yeah.
sport to play,
Yeah.
Katie.
Oh, no, Okay.
It is so hard to play. It's not the easiest thing to pick up.
No, I mean, but
It's the hardest
A
sport to
lot
play.
of times I just nod at her. Okay.
Yes,
no,
yes.
but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of.
It's easy to get there, yes.
No, but when you play other sports, you have to be in physical peak condition. That's not
What are you trying to
necessarily
say,
the
Katie?
case for golfers.
Now she's calling me fat.
She just called
I'm
you
just
fat,
saying.
buddy.
I'm
Get
just-
out on the course,
okay.
Jared. Anybody can
We'll just
play.
roll you out there, Jared.
What? You know what?
You're a bigger target for those lightning strikes, Jared.
Lightning did.
I feel like you just called me fat.
I did not, but you know.
She totally
You
did.
just don't have to be in peak physical shape.
Jeremy,
That's all.
anybody can play.
You don't. That's what
Anybody
I'm.
can do it.
Yeah.
It's
get
great
out
for heavy
there.
breathers, just to
Yeah.
get out there and just breathe in the fresh
Well,
air.
even if
Checked your
you- if you're
cardiovascular
not-
health lately?
If you're not good at it, you can just be the driver for the golf cart.
Yeah.
You can. That is
So-
true.
And go
Yep.
out and get some cocktails, right?
Exactly.
And get a transfusion. Those are good.
What's that?
It's like a Gatorade / vodka tonic drink. It's really good. It's like they only serve them on golf courses, and it's really good.
I want
Aren't they
that.
purple?
Dude. Yeah, they're purple. It's like the grape
I
Gatorade.
want that.
And it keeps you hydrated while drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Go out
I
on the
will
golf
be
course,
laying on the course like the guy that got hit by lightning.
Order it.
I need a
Did you get hit by lightning? No, I've
transfusion.
had
No.
7 transfusions.
My insides are purple right now.
They're so good, dude.
Okay, all right.
You'd like them.
Okay, I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Yay, that's all I needed to do.
That's it.
Right? That's it.
I'm nervous. Like I'm nervous to even try because I don't want to look like an idiot. But I feel if I had like 4 of those in me
Oh,
all day long, let's
you
go.
won't care.
Yeah,
You will
right?
not care. You'll
Inhibitions
feel so good.
Gone.
I got
like
tears
that.
in my eyes. I'm cracking
That's
up.
fun.
All right, good story, buddy. Good story. All right, so coming up here in a few minutes, about 10 minutes or so, we'll dive into our Mile High Hype. Tay-Tay made a surprise appearance, which is pretty darn cool. And, oh my God, I saw this posted everywhere on social yesterday. The Simpsons killed off a character.
Oh, I did not like that
yeah.
story.
I know, right?
Ah.
So we'll dive into that a little deeper, and then I do have big news for Disney adults as well, and then Katie's got all the local stuff coming up. We call it Mile High Hype, and it'll be coming up with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh right now. Traffic time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mix 100 is your all-access station this summer. We've got the tickets. We got the events. We're sending you to all the great things this summer. It's part of our all-access summer. Get you hooked up at 7:30 today when we play Fast Five. Parents, you're going to probably want to play. This will be a fun little day out for you because we're going to be giving away some Elitch Gardens passes, a family 4-pack today, when we play Fast Five at 7:30. And then on your drive home, don't forget Nina. Sweet Nina's going to hook you up as well. She's got Nate Bargatze tickets, one of the biggest comics out there right now. Mm-hmm. He's got 3 shows. He's coming to town, and she's got your tickets tonight. And we're all dying to go see this guy. He's so funny.
So funny.
So funny, right, Katie?
Hilarious.
As you stare at me blankly.
Face hurts
She's
from
just
laughing.
staring
He's
at
funny.
me.
He's got that clean, funny humor, too, that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah.
So.
I'm telling you, look him up on
Yeah.
SNL. He has a couple skits on SNL that are some of the funniest in the last
The
like,
George
20
Washington
years.
one?
Oh my
Solid
gosh.
skit.
So
Solid
good.
skit.
So good.
It's part of Mix 100's All Access Summer. You can find all the deets, mix100.com. Hey, guys, let's get our hype on. Well, first things first, you got to go check out our Instagram and our Facebook page. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on both of those, because if you've listened to this show for any amount of time, you know how I get frustrated with Dolly Parton and the oversaturation. Well, I opened up the cupboard in the kitchen the other day, and right in front of me was a box of Dolly Parton chocolate cake.
Oh, you got trolled hard.
I got trolled hard by
You
Nick Nack
did.
and the kids. So I took a picture with it last night and threw it up on our socials.
I love that carries over to your home life.
I know.
I do.
Even my wife's like, "Shut up, Dolly's great. Shut your
awesome.
face."
You got to make it.
I should make
and
it.
see if it turns you into Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Oh,
I
my
love
God.
Dolly Parton.
Jolene.
You come in with a blonde wig tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The picture on the front of the box looks pretty darn good.
So good.
I mean,
so
her
moist.
cake is
So moist.
yeah, her cake smacks.
Have you had it?
Yeah, it's
see, I've
so
never had
good.
it.
Is
It
it?
is so good.
I want to smack the cake.
frosting that comes with it, like you have to go all out when
All
it
right.
comes to Dolly's Dunkin' Hines.
I'm gonna do
cakes.
it. I'm gonna dive in.
Yes.
I'm not mad at it. All right. So this was making the rounds yesterday on the socials. Picture of Marge Simpson from The Simpsons, and she was like in heaven.
Yeah.
And the new big story was that they killed off Marge Simpson for season 36.
How dare you?
I know, right?
Not Marge.
It's not real, you guys. It's not
no.
real. Stop it.
Homie.
Stop it. It makes my throat hurt just you doing that. I guess
Josh,
the,
that's so good.
the episode is called "Is Stranger Things," and it starts with Marge telling Bart and Lisa to always stay close because she and Homer won't always be around. Then it flashes forward about 35 years. Bart and Lisa have drifted, and then Marge is no longer with us. It shows her tombstone. It says beloved wife, mother, and pork chop seasoner. And then so it's like a whole flashback thing. So that's how they're promoting this, is that Marge Simpson dies, but it sounds like for the rest of the season she's around. It's like a flash forward scene. But this is how they're getting people, to
watch.
Yeah.
It's clickbait, is what it is.
Total clickbait.
It's one of these.
Total clickbait.
That's what it is.
And it made me upset because I was just like, how are you going to do us like that? I saw another comment on that said, spoiler alert, Bart moves on from the 5th grade. Like,
Yeah.
so
That's
it's
like, yeah. I mean, there's
yeah.
a, Family Guy killed off Brian for a few weeks in episodes, and people were up in arms about that. So they found a way to bring him back, and it's just one of those things. Like, you kind of start to love those characters.
You
I mean,
do.
Marge
Well,
Simpson's
yeah,
been
they've
around
been around
for
for
40 years,
36
right?
seasons
36
or whatever
years.
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you remember the big, when they killed off the character Joy Flanders, Ned Flanders'
Yes.
wife.
Idly-ho.
That was the big one.
Wasn't that because I think her voice character, I think she died in real life.
Oh, did she?
Oh, God.
I think she
They
passed
couldn't
away
get
in real
anyone to
life.
fill in.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they just.
They did it
kinda
with Kermit the
Yeah.
Frog.
honored her and respect. Well, you can't kill. She's a side character.
Yeah.
You can't kill off Kermit the Frog.
No, but Jim Henson died, and they replaced, his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
That's true.
it
That's
doesn't
sad,
matter.
though. I like Marge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's fine.
Marge
Everything's
lives
fine.
on.
Marge will live on.
Thank God.
So after weeks of rumors and speculation, it seems safe to say that Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are done.
Yeah, after
If
7
anyone
years.
wants to make a move on either one of those kids, they split. It's not contentious at the moment, so says this story. Somebody is saying it was the worst time in her life. Sources are saying that Katy said it was the worst time in my life.
Worse than that marriage to Russell Brand, huh?
Yeah,
Right?
where he divorced you over a
right?
text message.
No, exactly. That whole thing was awful for her. So I don't know how she. I mean,
Is
it's
she saying-
fresh.
Yeah.
I guess
Seems
it's
a little,
fresh. So
little
that's
traumatic.
Is she saying the
Yeah.
marriage or the separation was the worst time?
I don't know. Separate. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
That's probably a hard time for her, though. For
Well, yeah,
both
Do your
of
own
them, I
research.
imagine.
Listen,
No
all I
one
know,
wants to go through a divorce.
all I
No.
know is rumors are that that's done.
Yeah.
It's over with. They've moved on.
Katy, you should try to go
But-
for a Mr. Bloom. You got the same name, so just he'll go
I
from
know.
one Katy to the
We
other.
spell it the same way and everything. It won't
Yeah.
be confusing for him at all.
No.
Might be hard for me to
Katy
get down
part two.
with Orlando.
Oh,
No, you
You
take
could
one
get
look
down
at
with
it
him.
and be
You
fine.
think so?
You
Yes.
could get down with
No
him all
problem.
day long. Did you ever Google the paddleboard pictures?
I did not. No, but you
Do
I
that in a little
should.
bit.
Okay. Not
Orlando-
on my
Phone off Wi-Fi.
computer.
Orlando Bloom on a paddleboard. Look it up, ladies.
Will
It'll
do.
get
Brought
it.
his own paddle.
He did.
He did.
He could steer it for sure. Taylor Swift made a surprise appearance at some sort of benefit concert in Nashville on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
She sang "Shake It Off."
Dude, you know what
It
I
was
love?
with Kane Brown.
So what was really cool about this was she's obviously dating Travis Kelce, and he does this whole camp called the Tight End University, and it's essentially where all the tight ends that are aspiring to go to the NFL and even tight ends in the NFL go there and just learn from each other to become better football players, to become better men, to become. It's a really cool
That's
thing
neat.
that she does. So she traveled along with him, and then they were at this bar benefit concert thing, and she just started to break out in song, and she like took a guitar from one of the guys and
Tore it
broke out
up.
and Shake It Off. She sounded so good.
She sounded really good, and in that setting too, it's really neat to see her. And everyone was flipping
It was
out. And they had their
awesome.
phones on her. And,
I'm not like the biggest
she did
Taylor
good.
fan, but
Same.
she crushed it,
Yeah.
man.
I
I was
would
impressed.
be happy as could be if that happened to me in a random bar.
Absolutely.
you know?
awesome.
I'm like, oh my God, it's Taylor Swift. So that video is floating around. How about Zach Bryan? He's overseas doing a series of shows in Dublin, in Ireland, and he was at a local bar, and he left a very generous tip. I guess one of the staff mentioned that they were working late nights so they could pay for college, and they were helping Zach out that night, and he left him a $7,000 tip.
Whoa.
I love these stories when
Yeah.
celebrities do these.
Yeah, well, especially him. He's had a lot of bad press surrounding
had a
him the
couple
last
things.
like year
He's
or
like,
so.
here's what I need to do.
And he is a pretty good dude. You look at his. I mean, he's got some bad things tied to him for sure, but he does a lot of good things, and I think the bad stuff overshadows it. So this is good.
I just like how every time something bad that he does comes out, he's like, "Hey, look, I never promised I'd be perfect."
I
And we're
know.
like, "That's the way he gets over it." We're like,
He-
"Well,
he
all right."
does.
And honestly,
okay.
I don't care because his music is so flippin' good.
It's really good.
the
It's
way he
flippin'
writes
good.
lyrics. I mean, he is just a master with lyrics. So yeah,
Like
I agree.
solid road trip music. You
I
throw
agree.
any
Oh,
of
the
his-
best.
just let it go, man. It's so
The
good.
Sunset Orange song that he has, makes
Something
me
in the
cry-
Orange, yeah.
Something in the Orange makes me cry every time.
Oh, that's
Every
awkward.
time.
That's awkward for people around you. How about this? Leanne Rimes recently experienced an unexpected dental mishap during a concert in Washington. This is all over Instagram. She was performing one of her songs and she felt something pop in her mouth and realized her dental bridge had fallen out. And she panicked at first, but decided to be transparent with the audience and told them exactly what happened. But for the remainder of the show, she was essentially trying to push her teeth back in while singing.
Oh my god!
And she later joked with some of the fans up front saying, hey, get ready for something to fly out. How embarrassing!
Because you know,
Sorry, guys. My teeth seem
that's
to
the
fall
thing.
out.
When she talks about a bridge, they have to put that on, they have to like shave down your regular teeth. So essentially, she just had some little nubs out of her mouth, and I know, like the scariest thing ever.
I'd like
can
to
imagine.
put this next song out to my dentist. I'd like to dedicate it to.
Good for her for rolling.
You know
with
what?
It,
At that
though.
point, you're like, hey, my teeth are falling out. Sorry, guys.
can't do anything about it.
My
You can't do anything about it.
goodness, yeah.
You really can't. All right, let me give you one more thing for late 80s kids. Ghostbusters fans have been hoarding old Ecto Coolers. Do you remember when Ecto Cooler came out, Katie? I remember
Yeah.
drinking this as a kid.
Absolutely,
It
yeah.
really popped in 89. Anyway, I guess there's a bunch of collectors out there stockpiling all these old Ecto Coolers, and then they turn around and sell them on eBay. But there's a huge warning now. Something is going on with them, and they're exploding. So all these old containers of high C Ecto Coolers are blowing up. And can you imagine the mold and the smell coming from that? Disgusting. So anyway, I tell you this because I'm a big dorky collector, and I like to collect old things, especially from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a collector out there, maybe pass on the old Ecto coolers that people are selling on eBay. I think they re-released them when one of the new Ghostbusters movies came out. Anyway, do you remember those at all?
I do.
I had them in my lunchbox.
Like now, like I think about how it made my tummy rumble back then, and now I know why.
Yeah,
Like,
and they
you
were
know?
like bright green,
Yeah.
like Slimer.
They were, yeah, like
crazy
that bright
story.
green color.
Anything that color, though, you know.
Good for your
there's-
teeth.
I was like,
Yeah.
you know, there's toxic stuff in there. To have
There
that
has to be.
color,
And to have them blow up now all
Well,
of a
that's
sudden,
not
all
good.
these years later. like,
Exactly.
what is in there?
time bomb.
Katie, give me some of that local stuff.
Here you go. Hey, what do you two think about a 673-foot tall observation tower in downtown Denver?
How tall is the clock tower down there?
Well, this would be the second tallest building in downtown
Oh.
if it came to
Oh.
fruition.
In all
So
of
that's
downtown.
tall.
In downtown
Oh.
Denver. So this is a really tall building. Well, and it is just in the beginning stages. So it's not a thing yet, but an application for a concept review was submitted just this week for this big tower, hoping to be at California and Welton Streets, just off 16th Street. But somebody submitted this bid for this tower, and people are thinking it's kind of a good idea. I mean, it's part of that revitalizing of downtown type of thing, but the plans were submitted by a Denver-based construction company. So we'll have to see if this is going to move forward or not. It's actually, again, just shy of the tallest building in Denver, which is the
no, thank
Republic
you.
Plaza.
Yeah.
So that's 714
That's the cash register building,
feet
right, that
tall.
we call it?
Yeah,
No.
no.
Or is
That's
that the
not
white
the
square one?
the Republic Plaza. I think that is
I don't
the
know
white
if it's
square
white.
That's the
one.
well, whatever.
It's not white, but it is the tallest
I
one.
don't know colors.
It's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
again,
not the cash register
no,
building.
okay.
So we're just in the initial stage. So it's for it to continue, it would need to go through several reviews.
I wanna puke
zoning
thinking
districts.
about it.
Exactly.
My brother-in-law had a condo down there. Was it the Spire? I think it might have been the Spire, and that one's freaking tall too. And he was way up top, and going out on that balcony and looking over, it was like
You feel it. You
Yeah.
feel it in your body.
And I wanted to do it to experience it and look down. You're looking down at the convention center and everything, and you're just like truly shaking when you're up that high. It's just
We've done that in the Sears Tower and then also in Freedom Tower in New
No.
York. And they do the observation decks, which is almost the top of those buildings. And they have the glass floor. And I mean, you look down there and you are
no, I can't do it.
you're piddling yourself a little bit. You are. I mean, it
More so than usual.
it drips out a little bit. It's so scary because you just look down and you're just like, that is the highest I've ever been in my life. And
Well,
it's terrifying.
And personally, I just think this would be a good idea because you have all the other cities around the country that have something like this where you can go to the highest point, look down through a sheer floor, a clear floor, and just observe it. And people who like this kind of stuff, I think that this would be a good draw.
They
I
have
really
it at the
do.
Grand Canyon too, don't they? They
They
have that
do.
observation thing where you go out on and you can
And
be
isn't
like,
Chicago? Isn't that the other place they
That was
have?
the
Those are
Sears
Sears
Tower.
Tower. Yes.
Yeah.
Sears Tower. That's
So-
the one they have there.
Yeah. So
Is that the
I-
one with the slide? There's one you can like slide down a glass thing onto
I
another.
absolutely did not do a slide. I would never.
There's one somewhere where
That's
you can get. You're like
horrifying.
on the outside of the building and you
Well,
slide down
the
to
Sears
another
Tower is the
level.
one where you like lean forward.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
and
like
it leans.
That
That
was
one.
awful. I did that and I was like, I
didn't
don't
like
ever,
it.
Can't do it.
No, I didn't like it.
Can't
Well,
do
see, because I like climbing to the top of mountains and looking down.
Well, and the thing they do is
so
like
that's where I'm like, I don't know if this would freak me out as much as you guys say. But when
They
you look
still-
down at a city, I guess it's different.
It's different.
Katie,
Yeah.
they still attach you to like a little hook thing, and I'm like, well, why are these windows gonna give out or what? Like that is not
Just
that's
in case.
scary. I don't like that.
CYA.
I hate that.
Well, right now, just in the beginning stages, but I'd like to see it. I would.
Why not?
Hey, a local woman on Jeopardy. Did you hear about this story? Denver native Emily. It's either Croke or Crook K or CROKE is how you spell it. But she was on the game show recently. She took home some money thanks to a family connection. This is pretty interesting, actually. So the final Jeopardy question read, in 1896, this Vassar-educated wife of the man wrote, thousands of dollars may be paid for a copy of Shakespeare. And the correct answer was Henry Clay Folger, with his wife mentioned in the text being Emily Folger. So Croak called her my great Aunt Emily. She's actually related to the Folgers and
No
knew
way.
the answer to this question because of her relation to the famous family.
Seems like she's cheating a little
No,
bit.
she wasn't cheating. It was just
Just
luck
like
of the
like a
draw.
quinkadink.
It's funny.
Little
People
quinky-dink.
are coming out and saying that it is a little bit of cheating.
But how do you don't
Well,
do?
she didn't know.
calling
Yeah,
her a
how did-
nepo baby and
and
stuff.
how did the other
She
people
had
know?
no
Like-
A
idea.
nepo
No
baby
one-
if it's your great aunt.
Exactly, and nobody. Her last name was Croke again, so they had no idea that Emily
Pure luck.
Folger was related to her. But the funny part about it, she was actually named after this person. So that she was like, wait a minute, I know exactly who this is. So she was able to take home
Whatever.
some money.
The video's pretty
I would have
cool.
just
Final
kept
Jeopardy.
quiet about
It
it.
is.
But
Yeah, but
You
in
think?
the moment you get so excited, like, you know, if someone talks about the Molly Brown house, like, I'm related to Molly Brown, you just kind of go, oh, like, that's a
Yeah,
relative
yeah.
of mine. Like, it's
Yeah,
cool.
It is.
And I'm sure afterwards when she saw that people were saying she's cheating, she's like, oh, crap, I shouldn't have
we
said
should
that.
do a
but-
segment on that. Like, what famous person are you related to?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you guys
Mine's
know.
Martha Washington,
Okay.
married to George Washington.
Okay.
That's awesome.
If you follow it back, I'm related to Martha
This
Washington.
is so funny.
I know,
And you are Molly Brown. I know.
What's
Mine
yours?
is
Carrot Top?
No, my great uncle was America's first serial killer. Yay!
Seriously, and it's okay.
We would need better calls
I
than
know.
But
that.
seriously, oh my god, her brother, your brother,
Yeah.
right?
No,
He
my
looks like
cousin,
him, or cousin.
Well, both my brother and my cousin look just like him.
It's
like
weird.
I showed Josh pictures side by side, and
As
the
long
family
as-
resemblance
You
is
can
crazy.
Google her serial killing
Yeah.
uncle.
As long
Yeah.
as like that mental aspect didn't get transferred down the line.
We're waiting and seeing. It's a waiting game, Jer.
It's a wait and see. Just don't let them carve the turkey at Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Don't hand
Keep
me
the
any
knives away.
Don't hand me any sharp objects. We'll be fine.
That's a fun topic.
That
Make
is
a
a
note.
fun topic. Okay. How about this story? And it does seem like it's a new week, new day, same story. Out of state hikers got stuck on a mountain again.
Oh my gosh.
What in the heck? And this is where I have a problem with these stories, is because these two are from North Carolina and they were on Capitol Peak. A 14er. They call this one of the most difficult and demanding of Colorado's highest peaks. This is the one that the Flatlanders want to climb. Why do they think this is a good idea? I don't understand it. And then all of our resources go to rescuing these people. I think we should
It's
have
because they
some-
don't get it. They're
Well,
out of state.
We need to have some kind of rules in place where you cannot climb this mountain if you don't have the proper,
yeah.
some kind of something. Because think of all the money.
You can't babysit everybody,
You
though,
have
Katie.
to, though. It's costing way too much money
Maybe
to
at the
rescue all these
trailheads, you can
people.
start putting up these gigantic signs saying, hey, listen, if you're an out-of-stater, this
Yeah.
stuff is actually hard.
Do not climb this mountain in Crocs.
Well, I
That should be
live
on the
here, and I don't
sign.
want to do any of this.
I
'cause
don't
it's like,
want to climb Capitol Peak.
No.
I climb
Yeah.
mountains. I'm not climbing Capitol Peak because that is hard.
But, they don't. They roll in from where? Where were these people
North
from?
Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah, and they don't get it.
they're
so.
thinking it's their mountains, which are the small little
Yeah.
mountains, and
So
it
they had
is
to
not
rescue 'em,
that.
huh?
So they had to rescue them again. And yeah, they're saying again, a lot of one of the rescues this week had to use a Black Hawk helicopter. That is not
Jeez.
cheap. That is not
No.
cheap. And that's costing our state money. All right. Keep your Crocs at home. Okay. Tim McGraw fans, they're super excited to see him in Fort Collins. Well, yeah, he's not going to be headlining
Katie.
the inaugural PBR Last Cowboy Standing big event. Yeah, he was supposed to
What
play.
event is this?
Well, it's coming up on July 21st.
annual PBR
I
Big
know.
Cowboy event.
They were really excited because they're like, hey, we've got Tim McGraw to come sing for us.
He's a big
in our
name.
Well, and coming to FOCO,
inaugural event.
that's a cool thing.
It's a big
Yeah.
thing, but he had back surgery recently, and he's not recovering as quickly as he hoped he would. So
Oh, no.
he had to cancel his show. I know, but fans could still be excited because Cross Canadian Ragweed will be playing. That
Crickets.
that's red dirt
Crickets.
Texas style. Anybody who knows country music, that's
No,
that Texas
I want Live
style
Like
country.
You Were Dying
I
is
know,
what I
but
want.
I was like,
but
Tim McGraw was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. He was
Canadian
really
Ragweed
good.
is still great band.
Is
country
it? I've-
music
how have
fans.
I-
Name.
I've never heard of him.
Canadian
Have
Ragweed
you
in
not?
my
Okay,
No.
so if you search,
No.
And both
it's
Josh and I love
Texas-
I
country
love
music.
country
It's
music.
Texas red dirt country, I think, is the typical genre.
So why are
I
they
might be
called
wrong
Canadian
there.
Ragweed?
I don't know, but that is their people in Texas know this group a lot. Like they are pretty famous, and they've got some great tunes. So I think people are still going to be pretty excited about them. I think it's red dirt, right? Red
Sure.
Dirt, Texas country.
I don't know.
It's been so long
Cross
since I've done
Canadian
country.
ragweed. Okay, I
Since
see
I've
him
done
here. I'll listen
Red
to him.
Dirt, yes, a subgenre of Texas country music originated in Oklahoma. Okay,
Some of their
there
song
we go.
titles: "Sick and Tired,"
There you go.
"Boys from Oklahoma,"
Yeehaw.
"Cry Lonely,"
See?
and "Fighting For."
I think I've heard "Cry Lonely,"
Okay.
but I don't
want
to go to a concert when I've heard one
But
song.
I bet you if you went and you listened to some of the music, a lot of it would be more familiar than you'd
I
actually
believe this
know.
one's at Canvas Stadium, right? I think
yeah,
that's where it's
in Fort
at,
Collins,
which is
yes.
it's the home of the CSU Rams.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful stadium. I was there in their inaugural season. That was my senior year at CSU. And I was really bummed because I was really excited. I was thinking about going to the Tim McGraw concert up there because I've never been to a concert at Canvas. That's awesome.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm sad to hear this news. It's very sad.
Well,
I'm fine.
cross Canadian ragweed, you'll get to
I wasn't
see
gonna
them.
go anyway.
You
You weren't going
know?
I'm
to?
fine.
Well, how about Metallica? You gonna go to
I
one of those
like
two shows?
Metallica.
Yeah, everyone's really excited about Metallica in town this weekend. Friday and Sunday they have shows. That's at Empower, right? They're
Yes.
at Empower Field. So you guys
There
are
we
not
go.
going to go to those shows? Hey!
No,
I like the music. It's not my.
Oh, I would go. Now that I turn this on. I used to be a big Metallica guy.
Another
Back in
group
the 90s.
where I think that you would know so much more of their songs than you think. I mean, they are just
Oh, yeah.
ingrained in
Yes.
pop culture like you wouldn't believe.
One of the
So-
greatest albums I had from them was the Metallica S&M, and they were with the symphony, New York Symphony maybe. So it was all the Metallica songs with a symphony behind them. Incredible.
Nothing Else Matters is one of the first songs I wanted to learn the solo and guitar, and I loved that song so much.
This was actually our first dance
It was
song at our
not.
wedding. Yeah, it really was.
That's good stuff.
You guys learned
Well-
a choreographed
Yeah,
dance to
it
this?
was really awesome.
It's just head thrashing. That's all it is.
Is that all you got?
Well,
Are
we
you
got
done?
one
Oh
good
my God, there's
feel-good
more?
story. Just a feel-good story to wrap it up.
Okay, I'm going to leave this playing while you do the
You
feel-good
should.
story.
Okay, so UV Agawal. He started playing keyboard when he was just 4 years old. And then several years ago, he noticed that his playing the keyboard
Yeah?
soothed his family's golden doodle bozo.
Oh, okay, we could have ended it with the Metallica.
No, because
That's
he
cute.
has figured out
Katie,
a way to create
you gotta
music.
know when to wrap it up.
No, you need to hear this story. It's called Wild Tunes. It's a nonprofit, and he has musicians play at animal shelters across Denver,
Yeah?
Houston, and New Jersey.
You should play this.
Come
The dogs
on.
love it.
A kid, you know what? Dogs love Metallica. See?
Yeah, we could have ended it with the Metallica
No,
story for
you
sure.
needed
Metallica
that
was stronger.
feel-good
Yep,
story.
yep.
No, you needed the
That was
feel-good
very
one
nice.
too.
Thank you for that. I'm going to
Honestly,
play
feel
this
worse.
through traffic, actually.
it.
I'm going to just keep rolling with this on traffic. Coming up at 7:30 today, another edition of Fast Five. So be ready to call in. 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. We've got a family 4-pack of Elitch Gardens passes up for grabs today when we play Fast Five. Right now, though, let's take a look at traffic. Go ahead, Aaron. Denver's best music mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. Getting ready to fire up Fast 5 here in just a couple minutes, so be ready to call in at 303-691-1649. I do want to give you a heads up. Coming up at 8 o'clock today, it's a little Show Wants to Know segment, but this time around, it has to do with Katy Cat. So it's a personal one, and we kind of kept quiet about it, but she's been seeing this guy a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And then something had happened. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of innocent and cute.
To me, it's like, is it just me at this point? Am I just being so picky that it's unreasonable?
Right.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to need your help with it. So
You
talk
guys-
about it at 8.
You guys are going to want to hear what this guy requested from Katy. It's really
gosh.
good, really good. So coming up at 8 o'clock today when we do a little Show Wants to Know. Right now, though, let's have some fun and dive into Fast 5. Let's go. Get to your phone right now and give us a ringy ding ding. 303-691-1-MIX. 303-691-1649. We'll get you here in the Mix 100 studios to play Fast 5, which has just exploded. We get so many compliments on this game. People seem to enjoy it.
They really do.
So call us, 303-691-1649. Here's how it works. We'll get you on the air, get to know you a little bit. As always, if you've played like 15 times, maybe let somebody else try to play today, because we love meeting our newbies, and it is hard to get in on this. But once we get you on the air, I will toss you a topic, start a 10-second timer, and within 10 seconds, you got to give me 5 things that have to do with that topic. Katy, give me some examples from yesterday.
Yeah, well, you asked for 5 TV shows about dinosaurs. You also asked for 5 donut shops. And Jackie, the big winner, with 5 types of serving utensils.
That's right.
Knives and sharp knives. We took them both. Because they both serve things.
2 different things.
Exactly.
That's fine. Whatever.
Jackie taking home the win yesterday.
Right on, Jackie. So there you have it. You never know what you're going to get. You might be an expert or you might get a stumper, but that's the charm of the game, just to kind of get your juices flowing this early in the morning. So if you're calling in and it's busy, keep trying. Josh is quickly working through these phone lines right now. 303-691-1-MIX. 303-691-1649. Now, Katy, what are we playing for today?
Well, just in time for summer, you're winning a 4-pack of tickets to Elage's. And with 54 rides, slides, and dive-in movies, Elage Gardens Theme and Water Park has something for everyone, Jer.
There you go. It's part of Mix 100's all-access summer. We've got a stack of tickets to concerts, to big events, and we're giving them away all summer long. And we're calling it Mix 100's all-access summer. It's very nice of us, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Lots of tickets.
Lots of tickets. So if you want to call in, try to win those. 303-691-1-MIX, 303-691-1649. And this is all brought to you by our good friends at It's Just Lunch, where you can turn first dates into lasting connections. Go to itsjustlunchcolorado.com. All right, let's hop on these phone lines. Who we got? We got Carrie, who was the first one in. Hi, Carrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. What are you doing today, Carrie?
I am driving the carpool to lacrosse practice.
Oh, right on. How many kiddos you got
I
in the
got a
car?
bunch of girls in here.
Do you?
Woo!
Woo!
Give them all a shout out, Carrie. Who you got?
I have Lexi and Piper and Griffin and Molly.
Okay.
Wow, you do have a
what's
full car.
up?
What's up, kids? Have them all scream for us, Carrie. There they are.
Not like girls screaming.
Oh, that's great. What are you going to do after you drop them off?
Go get some coffee.
As you should.
Yep.
Go chill out.
It's a thing to do.
Right on. Well, we appreciate you guys having us on in the morning. You want to have some fun? Play Fast 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I know. So no help from all the girls in the car, all right? Don't cheat.
Okay, I'll try not
We
to.
don't want any cheaters here. We're going to get in the Wayback Machine this morning. This one came in from a listener overnight. I was like, oh, why not? I like this guy. I liked his movies. So in 10 seconds, please give me 5 movies starring the delightful, may he rest, John Candy. Go.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
No, oh my God, John Candy. Oh man. I know all the movies. I
You
can't
do?
think of it.
Time's
man.
up. I will tell you, I'll give you one because we'll hold on to this. One of the greatest movies ever made, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yep.
Oh.
One of the best
It's a
ones
good
ever.
one.
You'll be thinking about them all day. You'll be thinking about them all day.
I am. Dang it.
It's all right. We still
Why
appreciate
couldn't
you.
I got the baking tools? I could have gotten that one.
You're a master baker?
Oh,
I try.
Good for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, somebody got that one yesterday, Carrie. Gosh.
John Candy.
Yeah, look him up. He was in Home Alone even.
yeah. there's
All right,
lots of them.
Carrie.
Oh, man.
Bye, girls. Bye,
Okay.
everybody. Have a good day.
Yeah, have fun on the
Bye. We love
cross.
listening to you guys.
Bye. We love you. Oh, how sweet. How sweet. Next up was Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Did you wake up early just to play with us?
Yes, my kid will not stop bugging me about these Elitist tickets.
Smart kid.
Smart kiddo. Yeah. When was the last time you were at Elitch's?
Like, I think before COVID.
Oh, really? So it's been a minute.
I'm frugal. Yes, it's been a minute. Yeah.
That's all right. What's your kiddo's name? Give him a shout out.
Oh, they're sleeping.
That's all right.
Oh,
You can
they
still.
woke you up? They didn't even get up with you?
No, they're sleeping, and they told me to get up to try to win.
Oh, that's funny.
That's darn funny.
You're
Well,
a
you
good
can,
mom.
You can still give them a shout out. What's their name?
Gavin and Delilah.
Oh, you got cute kids' names. Oh, makes me want to puke. That's so cute.
No, it's adorable.
Bleh. That's great. All right, what do we have for you? Also, another one that came in from a listener. Must be a big MTV fan. In 10 seconds, please give me 5, we'll call them characters, 5 characters from the TV show, The Jersey Shore. Go.
Snooky,
1.
Situation,
Yeah.
Ronnie, JWoww,
Wow.
Angela. The duck phone.
Was Angela
Yeah.
one of them?
Angelina, but I think Angela's okay. Angelina is. What do you think, Jeremy? That's up to you.
What'd she call her? Angela?
She called her Angela. Angelina is her name on the
Oh,
show.
why you got to do this to me, Emily? Because you know we're going to get
The
text.
duck phone at the end.
You did what?
Said the duck phone at the
The
end.
duck phone is a character on
I
the
will
show.
say it's probably close enough. Please don't text us. There's some die-hard Fast Five people that are like, you've got to say it exactly. And it is Angelina.
Okay, here's the thing. I just looked up on the Google that
The Google?
Angelina's full given name is actually Angela. I guess she just goes by
right, I'm gonna give
Angelina
it
on
to
the
you.
show. Hey, look
I'm gonna
at
give
that,
it to you.
Emily. You woke up early for a good reason. Yay!
I go, wake my kids up.
Yeah, now you can wake them up and be like, hey, I won.
And then make them clean.
Love it. Well, it paid off for you. You're going to take the kiddos to Elitch's.
Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you for calling and playing Fast Five today. Second one. Nailed it. I'm going to throw you on hold, and Josh will come back and tell you how to get those tickets, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. We can talk to Destiny and Colt. They didn't hang up really quick. Hi, Colt.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, we're good, buddy. Thank you for making the effort to call in. But boom, second person today,
Yeah.
my man. Woo!
No worries.
What are you up to today?
Just working a little bit.
Are you? What do you do?
I work in healthcare.
Attaboy. We got a lot of healthcare people that.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
Yeah, what specific area of healthcare?
I actually do HIV prevention.
Oh, good for
Okay.
you. Good. You're doing good work.
Yes.
Right on,
Thanks.
Colt.
Appreciate it.
Well, tell you what, buddy, we're going to play again tomorrow morning, so give it a shot then, all right?
Sounds good. Thanks. Appreciate
Later,
y'all.
dude. Appreciate you. Here's Destiny. Hi, Destiny.
Hello.
Hello, girlfriend.
Hey.
Boy, this one went quick today, didn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Hi, Destiny. You still there?
Yes, I'm here.
What are you doing today? Anything good?
I am driving in traffic to drop my daughter off to go clean houses.
Hey, right on. You ever find anything weird when you're cleaning the houses?
Nothing too
too weird yet, no.
Okay, well,
Thank goodness.
the day is
There's
young.
still time.
You might
as I
find a
say.
body. You never know.
Oh, well,
You might find a.
Still has time.
You could open a closet and find a dead body. You never know.
let's hope that doesn't
I
happen,
hope
though.
not. I think I would smell it first.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might smell it first.
there would
Whoever-
be signs.
Whoever smelt it dealt it. All right, Destiny, we're going to play again tomorrow morning, so give Fast Five a shot tomorrow, all right?
Okay.
All right, have a good day. Thank you for calling in. All right, that's it, guys. That's how we do Fast Five. Another family 4-pack of tickets up for grabs tomorrow morning right around 7:30. Okay, so listen, coming up at 8 today, another version of Show Wants to Know. This time it's personal. We love it when we bring our personal stories to the show, and Katie Kat's got one. You want to tease it a little bit, Katie?
Well, we kind of alluded to it. I have been seeing this guy for a couple weeks, through a little bit of time, and something happened recently that just shifted my opinion of him a little, and I need your help.
You guys are going to love...
It's great.
You're going to love what this guy
The
requested.
stuff that happens, I mean,
He requested something pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
it's so
So
funny.
we'll
It's-
dive into that today. It's like cringy but cute. That's how I'll couch it.
I can't even.
Cringy but cute. We'll tell you what's going on in Katie's love life, and then you guys can sound off and give her some advice and chime in when we do Show Wants to Know, 8 o'clock today. It's traffic time. Go ahead, Aaron. Yeah. Yeah, here we are, live and local, broadcasting out of Lone Tree, Colorado. Not pretending to be here. No, we're not broadcasting out of state. We are Colorado people talking to our Colorado friends, and we are out and about a lot. I'm working on a happy hour, guys. I'm working on it for us.
Woohoo!
I'm working on it, all right? Katie, people can't hear your thumbs up. Katie with her thumbs up.
She gave you a thumbs up.
Anyway, I'm working on it. So everybody who keeps messaging us, like, when are you going to do your next happy hour? I'm working on it. And I'm thinking it's going to be towards the end of July. So I'm just going to throw that out there, okay? Just throw it out there.
Dude, heck yeah.
I like
Heck
that.
yeah is right. Thumbs up. Everybody do thumbs up like
Thumbs
Katie
up.
did. Everybody,
Yeah.
okay, be real quiet now. Okay, that was Katie with her thumbs
That was
up.
her excitement.
You heard me?
Hey, it's about 8 o'clock. It's time for Drew's Daily Dad Joke.
Boom! Newspaper.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you very much.
You better invite us to your first stand-up show.
Yeah.
We better be front and center
I'll be
to
there.
see you.
If
I
you're
will
wondering
too.
how the heck Drew did that, we've got an app. So go to the App Store, download it. It's Mix 100 Denver. It's free. Make sure you put the Denver in there. And there's a little microphone button down in the corner on the app that you can send us voice messages. And it goes right to our emails during the show. And if we like what we hear, we might play it on the air. That's how Drew gets in each and every day. We appreciate you guys for doing that. I've got a stack of stories that we should probably chat about just a little bit briefly on some of these because they're pretty darn good. And then we'll dive into Katie's little show wants to know dilemma. You guys are going to love what you're going to hear here in a minute, what this guy wants Katie to do to him.
It's pretty juicy.
It's so weird. Okay, so there's this survey out this morning. They talked to something like 5,000 pet owners in a bunch of different states, and they matched the states up with how they treat their pets. And I'll give you a few examples. Like California is a state where they're most likely to prioritize their pets' needs over their own. This is how pet crazy people are. Like, I need surgery. Nah, my dog's more important. That's what they do in California.
What?
Katie gave me a thumbs up again.
I didn't know.
Connecticut, home of the cuddliest pets.
Oh,
the little petty pet,
you little petty pet. Maryland is most likely to pamper their pet. Ooh, the little petty pet,
little spa day.
Massachusetts, most likely to celebrate their pet's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen those pictures on the Instagrams.
Yeah.
People doing that.
It's my dog's birthday.
The dog's sitting there with the little birthday hat on, like a bulldog usually. You're like, oh, that poor dog.
The wishbone cake.
Yes.
And stuff like
Yep.
that.
Always.
Yeah.
Poor
It's
dog.
adorable.
Oklahoma, most likely to spend more money on their pets' grooming than their own.
That checks out.
That seems like it's an Oklahoma
Well,
thing.
my dog
huh?
has more teeth than me, so.
Where's Colorado? Colorado. This is so Colorado. Most likely to prioritize their pet's mental and emotional wellness
Oh, yes.
over their own.
Yeah.
Yeah?
My dog's on his walking journey.
I don't want to do that again, but yes, it's a journey. He's on his butt licking journey.
Yeah.
Cat turd eating journey.
He loves it.
Barf. People are crazy about their pets. How about this? A beach in Maine is in the news for adding a free dog library to the beaches there. Instead of books, though, it's got sticks and tennis balls and various chew toys that your dogs can borrow.
So garbage.
No!
Sticks and used
No,
tennis
it's dog
balls?
toys.
Those are garbage.
If your dog falls in love with them, a certain stick or ball, then you are allowed to take them home if you want. But if you're just out and about and you're playing with your dog and you didn't bring anything for them to play with, boom, you go to this little stand and get a toy from. I think that's cute.
That is cute. I like that.
Why would you poo-poo that, Josh?
I'm not poo-pooing the activities that the dogs can do.
That's junk.
It is. That is just sticks.
You're junk.
You're giving them
It's
sticks.
not the first time I've been called that.
Here's the biggest thing going on TikTok this morning. I guess there's this big push to eat raw onions. Are you guys onion people?
Love every single. I would put
I
onions on
can't.
my PB&J.
Yeah,
I don't like
Sauteed onions with your steak.
I
Onions
hate
on
onions.
your burger.
The only way I like onions is if I'm grilling burgers and I'll slice up the onion and then lay it out on the grill, and then it gets kind of singy and black. Oh, that's a good onion.
You know,
there.
onions are so good for you. The flavor that onions add. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I like red onion especially
Yeah.
raw. Like that's my favorite raw onion. But I understand what you're saying as far as people on TikTok eating them is a different level.
I would eat it like an apple in 2
I
seconds.
So
can't.
that's the thing. So they are biting into onions like an apple.
Oh, yum.
Yum. And then what they're doing is they're taking all sorts of different toppings, I guess.
Yeah.
And putting it all over the onions just to see what tastes better. And then they bite into it, and that's turned into this big thing. You want to hear some annoying audio from a TikToker? Here,
Yep.
Listen to this.
Stop.
This is why TikTok needs to be banned immediately.
Bro, I can't listen to that.
No.
Who sits and listens to her gorge?
Yeah.
Babe,
Babe,
everything,
mean
babe.
it.
She's giving
Babe.
locks.
I
Jeez.
can't do it.
I took my headphones off.
I
can't
know, it's-
do it.
It gets kind of to be a lot, but
Kind
yeah.
of.
The thing is, I like the idea of slicing the onion and putting toppings on it. I think that I could get down with that. Like the way she was talking about a balsamic glaze, like put some mozzarella on
Babe,
there.
you
little
forgot the
basil,
babe.
babe.
honey.
How about
It's
the everything
giving,
but the
it's
bagel sauce?
giving.
I like that. The
Okay,
everything
Yeah.
stuff.
so that seasoning is
Yum.
by far my favorite
so
seasoning.
good.
I bought
So
a
good.
container of that and keep it in
Oh, yeah.
the cupboard, and
Yeah.
I do put it on everything. If I
I
make
love
toast
that.
in the morning, I'll do it. You top it on like an avocado and eat that.
Yeah.
Oh, money.
I just used it. I make cottage cheese chips, and
Really?
I top it
Yum.
with that bagel, everything
sounds good.
seasoning, and it is. Gosh, that's good. I burnt the first batch.
How
but
do you
the
talk
second
like that, though?
batch was
Like,
great.
Well, I've
Actually,
actually
how
used
do you
that
talk like
seasoning, knick-knack, and I use it for foreplay.
Well, honestly,
She's
not
like,
too
"Where's
bad.
that bagel,
it's
though?"
not too shabby.
She
Because
knows,
it's everything.
she
but-
knows where it's at.
Okay.
Katie, we get it. We get it. Because it's everything but. Thank you. We
Yeah,
get it.
Katie, she knows where it's at. She know where that.
She
girl.
knows where it is. Okay, she knows where to go for that.
It's a little itchy by the time you're done, though. It's
I
got
imagine.
it everywhere.
I imagine.
You know, honestly, speaking of knickknack, we kind of got into it. You should use this for an idiot and wife, but it doesn't matter. I got those new Sax underpants.
yeah.
Yeah.
You love them.
Yeah.
You
love
wearing them right now? You
them.
rocking them right
No,
now?
hold on. No, I don't
No.
have them on. No, I can still feel it against my leg.
Okay.
I don't have them on right now, but they've got that pouch in there. They're for the, your bits and pieces. Twig and berries. Really nice. I had them on the other day, but she kind of got in my kitchen because I just took them out of the package and wore them.
Oh, you didn't wash them.
And I didn't
first.
wash them.
No.
I don't wash things right when I get them. Shirts, pants, underpants.
That's when they
things
feel
like
the
that.
best.
That's truly like when they look the best, they feel the best, everything is in pristine condition,
Mm-hmm.
especially shirts and stuff. It's like that shirt will never look that good ever again.
Oh no. Yeah.
So I just throw it on without washing it. And boy, she tore into me, as she does, always yelling at me about, like the dyes and finishes and the, how they sit in these containers as they travel overseas. And then who knows who's touching them. And
Who's touching them?
there's formaldehyde in there. And
Well,
I'm like,
yeah.
well,
It's
I
fine.
don't know.
Makes them look good.
Especially
I
if that's
know.
where they're going. If you're putting up against your, I mean,
my bits and pieces.
you being the
Twig and
germaphobe
berries.
that you are, I feel like you would want to wash them before you put them there.
No, like
I
they were
mean-
sitting on my dresser, and I had just gotten out of the shower. I was like, I'm gonna rock these, and they felt fine. They were soft and in a container, and I mean,
I'm
or in
sure
a
they're
package.
fine.
But
They're
no,
not
it
trying to
goes-
They're
kill
not
us,
just
right?
laying in a dusty shipping
But
container. They're
it
in a
might-
package.
It might, and it goes right up against your orifice. So you don't want to do
That's
that.
all right.
Like you have to
I got
clean
kids.
them first.
I've got kids. Like I don't have.
You've
Well,
kind of
you're
done
fine.
everything it needed to
What
do.
it's been there, done that. You know,
Okay.
at this point, it's barely working.
You don't care
anyway,
anymore? You're like, put it to bed. It's
so.
fine.
I'm hoping the formaldehyde helps me out.
the
here and
fun
there,
is
but very-
over.
Makes it swell.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Makes it swell.
Are you Josh? So you don't wash?
Absolutely not, man. Like
No.
you said, it's when it looks the best. I mean,
Yeah.
like, especially with clothes that have like any type of print or pattern on it.
Yeah.
Because after a wash, it starts to fade or whatever. I don't know. I'm with you. And I've never, I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid for this. I think that like when you do take it out of the packaging, it's the cleanest, which is funny because if I buy new silverware, I will wash that every single time
Yeah.
before I use
Right?
it.
Isn't that funny?
I'm
I would
kinda
do the
stupid.
same thing.
Yeah.
If I buy dishes, I'm washing
Dishes,
it first.
water bottle, anything. Like the new water bottles, I'm washing it every
but
single time.
underpants, bits and pieces is fine.
You're fine. Straight to town.
And I think would it be different for ladies because you got a little, you know.
yeah.
You got
you got
balance.
you got more going on.
We
Yeah.
do. And honestly, I just there's things I do and things I don't. Cotton pants, like I'm not going to because they're going to shrink, and
And you gotta
I
suck it
want
in.
to make sure. Yeah, like so there's certain things that I do wash and certain things I don't. But the majority of the clothes I buy, I wash them before.
So if you bought a
wearing.
shirt
Yeah.
from like Nordy's, you're
washing
washing
it,
Really?
Yeah. Any station
That's a
shirts
high-class
we
shirt,
get
though.
here, I will wash it.
Oh, I
before
won't.
wearing
I
it.
won't. If we get a station T-shirt, I'm throwing it on the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
it
Who
felt-
cares?
I'm washing it.
It felt so much better before I washed it.
really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll wash
totally.
it every time.
That's hilarious. I mean, the only thing that was concerning is the underpants were green, and when I took them off the next day, my junk was bright green.
Well, yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you wash them.
You want to like Shrek?
Green fuzzies.
I was more like the
Fuzzies.
Jolly Green Giant.
Oh, yeah,
I should
right.
be an
You
officer.
wish.
Jolly Green Giant.
You
Think about
wish.
that. Let's dive into Show Wants to Know. Love this. What we do is we throw up on the phone lines. You guys can sound off about a dilemma going on. Usually it's from one of our listeners, but this time around it's from sweet Katy Cat. But phone lines are open. If you guys ever want to text us or call us, we welcome you with open arms. We truly love it when you sound off and call into this here morning show. So our number is 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 if you want to sound off at any time for Show Wants to Know. Now, I am going to turn the mic over to Katy Cat, and she can tell us what's going on.
Yeah, well, actually, we kind of alluded to it earlier. I started seeing this guy a little bit. It hasn't been too long, just like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 weeks, something like that. We've been on like 4 dates now.
Good for you.
Yeah, so 4 dates with this guy. We went to dinner. We went bowling. I took him on a hike just to see how he'd react to that.
And he was
I know.
okay with it?
He was great. That's the thing.
Oh.
So
Success.
I'm gonna
I'm
call
liking
him.
him.
I'm gonna call him Seth, just because
Okay.
he says he doesn't listen to the show, but just in case he's listening now.
Hey, what's up? My name's Seth. I love to go
So, yeah.
hiking, and I love hot chicks on the radio.
Yeah,
What's
I like
up?
Bowling's fun too.
Bowling, I'm Seth.
So yeah, so we finally decided this last weekend we were gonna hang out at his house, right? So in my mind,
Was this
I
the first
like,
time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
Okay,
this was
okay.
the first time we were hanging out at his house, and mind you, we hadn't really kissed yet or anything.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm taking things slow. I
Mm-hmm.
am, because I feel like I can be picky, right? So we're at his house and he's like, you want to watch a movie? We'll have something to eat. I'm like, totally. And it was going great. Again, this guy hits all the basics. Like, he checks all the boxes.
This is good
right?
because if you've listened, Katie's been struggling in the dating world.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
it's strikeout after strikeout after strikeout.
Yeah.
And we haven't been talking about this guy because we didn't want to get anybody's hopes up, get her hopes up.
Exactly. Yeah, so I was trying. Well, that's the thing, is because all of my other dates and guys, I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about it because that's what I do. And then they fizzled out. I'm like, well, maybe that's the problem, is I have a really big mouth. So I was like, this time I'm going to hold off on it. And then, so this happened. So I'm like, well, now we're going to talk about it. But he does, again, he's a great guy. He already has a kid, which is one of the boxes I need checked, right? He's got a house. He's got a good
Don't
job.
want to start
Love
all
it.
over.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. And so here's the thing. So
So what happened?
so we're at his house. I know.
I'm excited to hear
So
it.
we're at his house and we're like watching a movie. We're sitting on the couch and everything. And like he puts his arm over and like puts it on my shoulders and stuff. So
love
we're
it.
starting to get close.
Cute.
I know.
Okay.
And again, we haven't
Hey,
done
girl.
anything yet.
Yeah.
So he's got his arm around me and everything. And I'm just like so excited. I'm like, what is going to happen next? Oh my God.
Break that 18-month dry
I
spell.
know.
It's like, it's happening. It's
It's in your
happening.
head.
And all of a sudden, he looks at me and he pulls up his shirt and he
Oh?
says to me, "Rub says tummy," in the baby voice and everything. Rub says tummy.
What? This is going the exact opposite way I thought you were going.
I froze. I literally
How
froze.
do you say it again?
Rub says tummy. Like a little bit. I did
What?
not- I did not know what to do. I know.
I don't even know how to react to
I
that.
started laughing just
Excuse
like
me?
that. And I looked at him like, I started to laugh a little, like nervously, because I'm like, clearly he's messing around. And he's like, "No, I like it. Seth Likey." And I was like, "No, you
Tickle,
didn't. No,
tickle.
you didn't just say Seth Likey."
No.
Immediately turned me off. I couldn't.
And you were getting so excited, like, arm over the shoulder.
I was so
like,
excited, and I couldn't get over it. I was just like,
so like he wanted like a
"Oh."
rub and a tickle. Is that what it?
And then I was like,
You
I'm
did
not
not.
sure how to. No, I didn't.
Okay. Oh, thank God. I thought you did it. Oh my
Josh,
gosh.
have more faith in me than that.
Well, it's been 18
no,
months, Katie. I don't know.
I told him, I was like, I don't know. I was like, "Are you serious?" Like and he's like, and then he kind of like got out of the baby voice thing, but he's like, "Yeah, I like it. It calms me. It puts me in a good mood and gets me ready for the next thing." I'm like, "Well, I am not ready for the next thing." Like, in fact, I'm completely turned off by the next thing now. And it's like, it sucks because I was so into this guy up until that moment.
Oh, that's an instant ick to me.
Right?
To me, like even if like a
You
woman
guys are-
asked me to rub her tummy.
Okay, so
How does this stuff happen
How
to
hot
me
is she,
over
Josh?
and over and over? And that's, he is a
come
good-looking dude too. That's what stinks is he's tall.
I've seen a
dark, and
picture of this
handsome.
guy. He's a good-looking dude.
Yes.
He's checking a lot of boxes for Katie. Now I'm LOLing. I'm literally LOLing. But is it that big of a deal? Everybody's got a little something, right?
It
that
is.
they kind of like.
Katie, to me,
and-
it's not even the action; it's the voice.
The voice.
It's the voice,
baby voice
dude.
got me. And here's the thing. I feel like 6 months down the road, if he pulled this stuff, I might have felt a little bit we were more comfortable.
He's pulling the
I'd
Band-Aid
seen-
off.
I'd
But then
seen-
6 months from now, he's going to be going, shave
Yeah.
Seth's back.
I know.
Shave
So, like,
Seth's
what?
The fact that
He's
he,
checking all the boxes, Katie.
I know
Dude,
he
baby
is.
voice,
and this
baby
is why
talk
I'm
is
so
All right,
confused.
we got to hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
Yes.
You guys should have heard her off the air. She was like, I was like, we got to talk about this. If you want to sound off about this, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. I can see some text messages coming in already. We'll dive a little deeper into this when we come back. But what should Katie do? Should she kind of put this past her because he's such a great guy and he's checking so many boxes? Maybe he's just into a couple weird little things. Or should she bail on this guy?
What should she do?
What should
We
Katie
need to
do?
call right now.
I am
You naughty
Sick.
listeners.
No, but really, come to Katie's defense. Help her out. I know you guys love sounding off about Katie's dating life. You always do. 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649 for a little show wants to know action brought to you by my good friends over there at Efficient Comfort Heating, Cooling, and Mechanical, where you can schedule a $99 air conditioning inspection by the end of the month. Get on it. Book online at efficientcomfortco.com. There you go. Your calls and comments next. Let's hop into traffic. Yeah, we want to know what you think about Katie's current dilemma. It's a good one. She finally found a dude that she was kind of smitten for. His name's Seth. They've been out on a few dates together. He is checking a lot of boxes. Loves to hike, loves to eat. He's a good-looking dude. I've seen a picture of him. Good-looking guy. But the other night, when things were maybe going to get a little more intimate, first time back at his place, he lifted up his shirt a little bit and said, "Rub my tum-tum."
Rub Seth's tummy.
He likes to be tickled. He likes to be rubbed. And Katie was kind of put off by this.
Yeah.
So we're wondering if you want to chat with Katie, if this is a big deal. Should she look past it? It's a little awkward, a little strange, but he's, like I said, checking a lot of boxes for you, Katie Cat.
He is, but again, we haven't gotten to that next level yet, right?
Well, you got to start somewhere.
I know, but that.
And you should start with a little tickle time.
We have to do the voice.
So,
I can't.
It's like nails
It's
on a
like
chalkboard.
bringing me back, like right there. Ugh.
so call the show. Talk to Katie Cat, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Let her know if she should look past this or if she should run for the hills. And you know what? I mean, I will even open it up if we can keep it fairly PG. If you've been with somebody who's like kind of requested something or, suck my toes kind of thing. I don't know. Again, we got to keep it fairly. You can't go, PG, PG-13. But,
Yeah.
303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. I'll get you in the studios. Hi, Megan. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. First of all, thank you for calling. What do you want to say to Katie?
Katie, I would just stay real with him and be like, the other night when that happened, I didn't really like that. Because, when my husband and I were first dating, we would do things that would bug the other person, but I'm a very straightforward person. So I'd be like, hey, can we not do that?
Mm-hmm.
And he would do the same thing for me. And, you say it in a nice way, but then, it goes ahead and lets him know, this isn't going to fly. Because then in 6 months down the road, he'll be like, well, I don't understand. I've been doing this for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then at that point, there's point of no return.
Yeah.
You run the risk, though, if he's into this, that she's going to scare him off or turn him off at this point, whereas she does really like him and they've been getting along. Am I right in that,
Yeah.
Katie?
No, everything else has been great. This is the one thing where I'm like,
So now if you instantly say, I'm not into this, then it could just be over and done with.
Yeah.
If you don't initiate the over and done with first.
yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like it's a double-edged sword because if you turn him off, but he's already turning you off,
It just doesn't work.
yeah, it just might not be the thing.
Megan, let me ask you, do you find this repulsive and break upable? I feel like it's fairly tame. He's not asking you to do other things that I've heard of before that are filthy.
No.
He just likes his tummy rubbed.
I don't think it's repulsive. I don't know how you didn't laugh because I feel like I would have bust out laughing.
I did thinking he was kidding, right? I was like, oh, Seth's had a little too many. Seth's doing, right? That's what I thought. And then he was serious about it. This is something he enjoys. Actually, he said while we're watching TV, it calms him. And I was like, I'm not just going to sit here and rub your belly like you're a dog.
But it's just, okay. He didn't say, put your tongue in my belly button while we watch Fear Factor.
He didn't say that, but it just, for me, I guess, for me, Megan, the problem is I was so, there was a moment where I could not keep my hands off this guy, and the minute that happened, it, switched something inside me, and now I can't get that back. And that's my problem with it, I guess. And how do I get back to that,
Megan.
I know, you get it, you get it.
He didn't say fill my belly button full of nacho cheese and dip some chips in it.
I might have been into that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my God! So Megan, you're on.
Katie, as a friend.
All right, so what are you saying to her then, Megan? Have the conversation, and if it doesn't curtail the tickling, then move on.
Yes, just have the conversation. My college roommate used to tell me sugarcoating is a sin, and I just love to go based off of that. So
That's
just
pretty
be
good.
real with him.
That
All
is
right, be
good.
real.
It's better to have the conversation now than 6 months down the road when you're even more invested, and then it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
If
All right.
that's a deal breaker for him.
Love it.
Okay.
Megan, we appreciate you calling today. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Have a good day.
We've got Robert on the line, Jared, Kendra. We have 2 open lines if you want to sound off. I'll do a quick recap for those of you just tuning in. Katie found a great guy checking a lot of boxes, but the other night sitting on the couch, he wanted her to rub his tummy tum-tum, and he said it in a baby voice.
Rub Seth's tummy.
Slightly turned her off. Should she
Sorry,
look
Josh.
past this, though, because he's such a great guy? Call in, sound off, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Is this repeat Robert?
It is.
Hey! It's our buddy Repeat Robert. All right, man. Robert's a big fan of the show, so you know Katie pretty well.
I do.
What do you think?
First off, please never do that baby voice again.
Thank you.
Who are you talking to, me or Katie? Me or Katie?
Katie's
Okay.
too accurate. Like, I can feel, I can just hear it. I'm just sitting here going, please don't ever do that again. I don't know.
I can feel the cringe, Robert.
It's
I
like
really
you're right
can.
next to him on the couch, huh? Like you can feel it.
Honestly, Megan hit the nail on the head. Have the conversation with him, and if that's something that he, isn't wanting to quote unquote give up to help him get into that mood, then that's just going to put the 18 months at 24 months if you don't have the conversation with him.
But what's wrong with having a little something that's kind of a fetishy, turn you on type of thing? I'm sure Katie's got something, that we'll divulge at some point on this show.
Nacho cheese in the belly button.
But
We
really,
already did.
yeah. But really, who cares? He's kind of into a little something like that. What's the big deal?
If it wasn't the baby voice, I think that might be something different. But the baby voice is what's going to kill anybody's mood, regardless of who's. It's like, oh, you're so cute. Hi, how's it? No.
No.
Just immediately turn off.
I love the person that just texted and it says, why are we ignoring the third person reference where he was like, Seffy Wikey.
Thank you.
Seffy
you.
like his tummy tickled.
Also
Dude.
a turn off. And
is.
Robert, I have to ask you because here's the thing. Again, if he had done this at 6 months, I think I may have been a little bit more accepting because I've been like, oh, Seti, none of that now. Maybe I would have played
Mommy's
along,
gonna
but-
give you a spanking.
Yeah, but we're still getting to know
Gosh.
each other. So I'm just like, I think that is my biggest thing.
But
is
again, it's got to
was too
start
early.
somewhere. It's too early.
I
Like,
think
when's it
because-
acceptable? 6
I don't
months
know.
in?
Well, no,
6
because you can
months.
put him in his place in 6 months. Like right now,
You can put him in a diaper.
Oh gosh, you know that he's done this before to other women. Yes, because it's right on date 4 or 5,
Date
whatever,
4, yeah.
whatever it is. He's done this to other women.
Yeah.
Date 4 and 5 is pretty deep into now dating. So
I mean,
it wasn't
that could
date
be
2.
a week.
All right, so repeat, Robert, you're in the same camp as our last caller, right? Have the conversation.
Have the conversation, and honestly, Katie's right. 2-3 weeks into this, newly relationship, that's honestly too soon to show. So, some colors you can show that soon. Stuff like that probably needs to wait at least 3 to 4 months, if not more.
All right.
Thank you, Robert.
All right, that's when he puts the pacifier in.
Voice of reason.
Goo 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 gaga.
No,
Robert, we got to get some.
8 or 9 months.
We got to get some more callers, brother. Thank you for calling, as always.
Absolutely love you guys. We'll see
Love
later.
you. Later, bud.
Thanks,
Goodbye,
Robert.
Robert. We love
Bye,
you.
Robert.
I love him.
2 open lines, 303-691-1649. Has anyone ever asked you to do something kind of weird? We'll accept those calls, too. Hi, Maura.
Hi, how are you?
Well, we're super dopes. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. So my opinion is that's such a trigger for me. I had a boyfriend who was very handsome, big truck, just thought he was the coolest thing, very polite. And then he would do something mean. And then he would talk baby talk and say sorry. And it got to the point where, I mean, he actually pushed me and I never saw him
Well,
again.
that's a whole nother issue. I mean,
Yeah.
that is
that's-
something
but
you do need to leave. So that's...
Yeah, but the baby talk was so weird. I was just like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm not a
It
baby
was
talk
so
guy.
creepy.
Like in that, I will say it is funny to me.
Yes. such a
it's
turn
funny,
off.
but gosh, that kind of that.
I'm sorry that
triggered
was
me. I like,
triggering for you. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you were truly in a relationship that you needed to get out of. If anybody's shoving you or
Exactly.
something more, I'm
Yeah,
glad.
it wasn't a long one, and I never experienced that before. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that's weird, but okay. And now I was like, oh my gosh.
What if
looking
it's
back.
it's innocent? This is innocent in
And
Katie's situation, and it's maybe a fetishy type thing. I mean, then what do you think? If put your abusive situation to the side, and this is more of a
Right.
fetishy thing.
I still think it's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
I
you.
would be like, no, not my, because it's just something that I've been married 30 years, and it's something that I think will not go away.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
okay.
sounds like something he's done before. So
Okay.
Well, and more again, like it was right next to the situation where things were about to get intense. Like it was so like the moment was
There's
so
gonna be tongue
there,
kisses.
and then he just ruined it all with
Okay,
that.
what if it is intense and he starts talking baby talk?
I
That
know.
would be my question.
Absolutely
Oh my
not.
gosh, I would
You might be
throw him
into
off
it.
me.
You don't know if
Dude.
you've never done that. You might be into it. Like, oh my gosh.
Seth,
No.
like you.
Depends
No,
on
no,
what
no,
he's saying. You might be into it.
Nope. Nope.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
that's great.
Seffy's a bad boy.
Yep.
Seffy needs a spanking, Miss Katie.
That's it. Katie
Yeah,
needs
that's
to
a, that's a
run.
definite hard no for me. So.
All right.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Laura.
Laura,
All
thank
right.
you.
Bye,
I'm glad you've moved on in your life. I'll just
Yes.
tell you
Yes,
that. So
absolutely.
thank you for calling
you.
us. See you later.
Uh-huh.
All right. It's Kendra. Hi, Kendra.
Oh, hi, J-Bear.
How are you today?
Totally icked out and
Right?
disgusted.
Thank you,
Oh,
Kendra.
you guys.
It's too much.
All right. So
Yeah,
what do you want to tell
guys.
Katie?
Okay, so first of all, should Katie decide to move forward, she's not going to be able to get this conversation out of her head. If anything goes with him, she's going to start laughing
Yeah.
every time she's in it because she's had this wonderful conversation with all of us. And yeah, a grown man speaking in baby voice in third person, wanting to be treated like a dog on the fourth or fifth date is a hard pass for sure. I'm shocked you didn't just stand up and leave.
I mean, I
would've been
almost
like,
did.
"Oh,
But he's
I gotta go.
handsome.
So
He's
sorry."
Kendra, he's handsome. And I need to remind everybody, Katie's in an 18-month dry spell.
Yeah, but because I'm being picky, there's a reason for that, and it's just like
It might have been the best you've
Yeah.
ever had. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I don't think it would be
Well,
with the voice.
Katie, I'm gonna share just a personal experience.
Is it PG?
Yep.
Okay.
It is. So my past relationship, we got married and everything, but long story short, I said, "Hey, what's up? You're kind of not acting yourself." And he said, "It took me 2 years to get you where I want you to be. Is it okay if I be myself now?"
Whoa.
And things obviously did not go well after that, but he checked all the boxes. He had the house, the truck, the business, the kid, the family, all of that stuff. And so that was when I heard this, I was like, oh, I've been there, done that. And the fetish thing will rear its head in just more disgusting ways. So
He
hard
might-
pass, Katie.
he
You
might
can
do it like
hold
in
out.
public.
It's not worth it.
My
Okay.
concern is he'll start doing this in public. Like if they're sitting at
know.
Applebee's
That's so
together, he's like,
embarrassing.
I would like to order a hamburger, please.
I know. What if he starts like scratching his ear with his foot or something?
my
like,
Can I get a
yes.
Please.
Too much.
Kendra, thank you for the
This
call.
is great advice, Kendra. Thank you. Thank you.
You take care, Katie. It's worth the holdout. I
Okay.
got you.
Thank you.
Bye, Kendra.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's hit 19 months.
Jeez.
It's
Hey, it's good
looking
for the
like
show.
it.
Hi, we got a knick-knack on the line. Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Hey.
Good morning. All right. What do you want to say to Katie Cat over here?
As someone who is in the, how can I put this? As someone who is in the fetish community, you need to sit down and have a conversation with him. Lay out your, in a sense, boundaries.
Okay.
And kind of have him lay out his. What is he into? What are you into?
Bottle feeding.
And if it's
Pacifier
Stop.
sucking.
exactly no, my partner and I, we've been together for 8 years,
And we have, within the first couple of dates, we laid out, hey, this is what we're both into. This is what we both like. This is hard limits, soft limits, all that stuff like that. I know it's weird to say, but you kind of need to do that. And if it's something to where you're both not comfortable with it, it's not going to work, unfortunately.
Okay. And then, because here's the thing, now that you say it like that, like a fetish community where people are, clear and transparent about what they want out of a relationship, is this maybe his way of like presenting that to me and a little bit of it? Maybe he's telling me this is something I like without telling me this is something
dipping
he
his
likes.
toe into the water.
Yeah, is this him testing me?
It could be. It really could be, because there are people, men and women, who are into the whole baby talk, diapers, acting like dogs. There are people out there who are into that like that. And he may just not be comfortable enough just bringing it out there like, hey, this is what I'm into. This is what I like. And it may be that that's him kind of testing the waters to see how you react to that.
I would have used the restroom.
Something...
I would have used the restroom and maybe looked under the cabinets to see if he had any Pampers in there.
and it could be something to where it might be just in the bedroom, or it might be something that's what he wants in a lifestyle. He wants to be a dog or a baby full time.
Yeah. Are you ready for that, Katie? You ready to have the man child?
All right.
Yeah,
I'm feeling awkward now.
Yeah, no,
It's
but
too
yeah,
much.
this is a thing though.
I know, it's a big world. Nikki's part of it. I know. But you might be into it. Just saying. If you've never dabbled in it, you might be into it.
I go around all day long with a collar on, and it's a discreet collar, so the people that are in the community know what it is. But the other people, like, I've called before, and I've talked to you guys before. I work with 14 2-year-olds. They're like, oh, that's a really nice necklace. How do you take it off? I'm like, I just have a little screw on it, and it comes off. And they're really innocent to it.
Okay.
All right.
And so it kind of, however you perceive it, but you need to have you need to sit down and have a conversation.
Bottom
with
line,
him.
talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Nikki, I love you to pieces. We got to get to a couple more calls though, because we're running short on time. But I appreciate you calling because you are an expert in this field.
You just put a huge light on this situation for me because I was, making fun of it. But this is something that I definitely need to take into consideration.
We appreciate you. I want to pet you, and I hope you're wagging your tail right now.
Katie, if you need to, let me know, and we can have a conversation.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Nick Nack, have a great day.
Course.
Thanks, Nikki.
You
Bye.
too.
Bye. Well, she was nice. Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
Hi. All right, so it's you and Tiffany. You get the final words here. What are you going to tell Katie?
I kind of agree with the last caller. Just sit down, have a mature conversation. I, in that moment, also would have been kind of like, oh. I would not have known how to react.
I would have tickled him.
I've been married for almost a decade, and we've had every conversation under the sun about every single thing in the world, probably.
Yeah.
But that's how it, that's how you keep it going and
keep it spicy. I would have tickled him. I would have
Yeah.
just tickled him for the heck of it and be like, okay, let's see how far this goes.
But it wasn't a tickle. It was just a nice
Rub.
little
It was rub, but
He
I
wanted
feel
me
like
to pet him.
So would
tickle
you have
was the
been
next
like,
level.
Here comes the tickle monster.
I would have
Would you
tickled
done
him.
that. I mean,
I would have tickled him.
give him a raspberry. Like,
I would have, yeah. I would have exactly that.
That's great.
What was that called? The Cosby Show. It was a Zerbit, wasn't it? A Zerbit. Yeah.
Zerbit. Yeah.
Give him the old Zerbit. All right, Kristen. Thank you for calling. Have a good day. All right, Tiffany. Hi, Tiff.
Hi, guys.
Hi, you. Okay, so we're gonna let you have the last word on Katie's awkward situation.
Okay, I'm going to actually come a little bit to this guy's defense.
Okay.
In that I hear this story, and yes, the baby voice, that needs to stop. I don't know why men think we like this. That needs to stop. However, I actually appreciate that he was kind of being vulnerable and saying, hey, this is something that calms me. This is something that, works for me. Like, I just appreciate him being open and vulnerable at that point. And because I think for a lot of guys, it's almost akin to like hand holding, like having their belly rub or their backs rubbed or, their foot
feels
rubbed.
good. It's
like
intimate.
That is an intimate. It's, he's being vulnerable. So I'm not going to immediately say it's some weird fetish thing because I think it actually could just come from a place of this is what he finds kind of calms him and he's feeling comfortable enough with you to do that.
Katie?
Yeah, I mean, And that's kind of, well, even
She's like, but you had to be there.
Talking to you guys about it, that is why I asked you, is because the way he asked me was like he had asked somebody else that before. Like, this was something that was comfortable to him. It was so foreign to me because I've never experienced it.
Would you have done it and not felt so awkward if it was just minus the baby talk?
Yeah, the baby voice threw me.
Would you have rubbed his tummy
like,
tum-tum
if
otherwise?
He was just like, hey, would you rub my stomach? Would you rub my belly? I might be like, I can do that. Like, to work up to the other. I don't know.
Well, like I mean, women have they've done that before where they just put their hand on your stomach and just keep it there while you're watching a movie or something. Like, that is a comforting thing. Like, it's nice to be touched. It's nice to have that feeling. But, like, I just can't imagine having, for me, pun intended, the guts to say that in that voice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
That would have thrown me for a loop.
Tiffany, you don't ever like baby talk, Tiff?
No, it's not a turn on. No, we don't want to be mothers to you. We want to be your wives, your girlfriends, your partner.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes us sad that you don't like it, Tiff.
I'm going to kick him for you. I promise.
Sometimes it makes us feel kind of cute, Tiffany. It makes me feel kind of cute. All right, so I'm sorry, I'm not taking this seriously at all anymore. But so you're saying have a talk with this guy, huh, Tiff?
Have a real conversation, explore these things, because at least he does seem open to having these conversations, which I think is a plus.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Can't thank you enough for listening and having us on in the morning, Tiffany.
You guys are the best.
Thank you.
Bye, Tiffany. And I just want to say, we get a lot of texts when I do talk about my life.
A lot.
About how people say, the fact that you talk about all these guys on the road, that is part of my job. I'm upfront and honest with them about that, I discuss things on the radio, my life. It's part of what I do.
I like to talk crap about them.
I let people know that going in, that this is what I do. Sometimes you may become the topic of that conversation. If you're okay with it, here we go. If not, then bye.
There it is. I knew it. I knew you'd sneak one in. What are you going to do? Are you going to see this guy again? You got to think about it? You're going to sit on it for a little bit?
I like the idea of having a conversation with him. I did try and have it in that moment, but I think I was too thrown off. I think now that I have a little bit more
truly, what if he goes,
advice?
Some more backing.
Like it?
I know.
When you have the conversation with him, bring a bib, bring a little can of baby food,
bottle.
and then you can feed it to him.
Some
And
treats.
somebody needs a squash,
But I do I'm always about be honest, be upfront and honest about your intentions. And I will have to say with Seth, he was pretty upfront and honest pretty early. And I think that maybe, I need to do some more thinking about this. But I do appreciate everyone's advice.
Very much
so. You calling
in. Let us know how the conversation goes, though,
I will.
okay?
I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you, guys, everybody, for calling in. As always, we love you to pieces. The text line has exploded. Thank you. We'll have another Show Wants to Know next week, Tuesday. If you want to sound off on anything that's going on in your personal life that you would like us to discuss, check out our social media pages. You can send us messages there. It is Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram, Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook. Got a little Mile High hype coming up next. We'll get you updated on everything that's going around the country, including a Taylor Swift surprise appearance, which was great. And how about a new observation tower coming to downtown Denver? We'll dive into that and more coming up during your Mile High Hype Report. Right now, it's traffic time. Here we are, JKJ. This here morning show is brought to you by Groove Subaru, your fast, fun, and friendly way to drive happy. Go visit them. Check out their online inventory as well, groovesubaru.com. Just a heads up, Arvada, coming for you. I want you guys to sign up for my 4th annual Pint for Pint blood drive. It's going on July 13th. This is a great event. I've done it 4 times, and it fills up each and every time because there is such a need for blood constantly. Every 2 seconds, somebody in the United States needs blood. Every 2 seconds, think about that. The blood banks are constantly low, so I throw these little Pint for Pint events. This time around, Arvada, July 13th, will be set up at the Colorado Tap House from noon to 4. You roll in, you donate that pint of blood, the red stuff, and then the folks there at the Colorado Tap House will turn around and give you a voucher for a free pint of beer. How nice are they? Again, noon to 4, Sunday, July 13th, Colorado Tap House in Arvada. You got to reserve your time. And again, this fills up every single time we do it, so get on there today. Reserve your time to donate blood. Mix100.com. Click the Pint for Pint link and sign up. And the fine folks at Vitalent Blood Bank will be there to drain you. Please come see us. I'm going to be out there.
Blood.
I'll be out there from noon to 4 the entire day. I think Katy, Kat, and Josh will swing by at some point, too. So you get to meet the entire morning show while you're at it.
It's a little meet and greet,
There
too,
you
while you're
go.
getting your blood drawn.
There you go, and you can have a brewski there if you're not donating and just hanging out. So all the details can be found mix100.com. Let's get your hype on. Well, word has it that it's official now. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have split. They're donezo.
Oh, so sad.
If you have the hots for either one of them, get onto their Instagram account and start flirting with them.
Oh,
why don't
happy
you?
again. Yay.
Yay.
I'm going to go try dating Katie. See
Yeah,
how it
why
goes.
not?
I'll go for Orlando.
Get a little sugar mama. Let's see how it goes. There we go. I
I'll
like it.
just sit here quietly.
As you should.
You already outkicked your
That's
coverage,
right.
sir.
Yeah, I'll let you guys date him. Anyway, so that's going on if you care even the slightest about Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. I've been enjoying the video floating around of Taylor Swift making a surprise appearance at a benefit concert in Nashville on Tuesday night. She was there performing with Kane Brown, I guess. He was doing a set, and boom, Tay-Tay popped out and did a little shake it off action.
She's the best.
She did really good.
Yeah, as she does.
She's
I mean,
belting it out.
yeah, she's got plenty of practice with that 4-hour set she
I know,
did for Eras.
unbelievable.
But
Yeah.
no, she is such a good human. She pops up and just makes people happy all over the place. I love her.
Well, and I like
Yeah.
how she just picks a guitar from the one of the players, one of the guitar
Yeah.
players. She's like, hey, I'm just going to borrow this real
Give
quick.
me
Let
it.
me
Yeah.
play a song. You don't say no to Taylor Swift. You go, yes, take my
Can
guitar.
you imagine
Here
the
go.
guy like pulling it back?
He's like,
like,
no, no.
Right?
that's my guitar. I'll touch it, Tay-Tay. Anyway, the video's floating around online if you want to check that out. Here's another great singer, Leanne Rimes. She recently experienced an unexpected dental mishap during a concert in Washington. I actually have some audio of her talking about it. Here you go. Uh-oh. How embarrassing and awkward. My teeth have done fallen out.
It shouldn't be. People have a lot of teeth work done constantly.
do,
And it's
and
okay.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
but
with
still,
that.
you're a performer on stage.
In
She
the
did-
moment, yeah.
She did joke with the fans in the front row saying, get ready for something to fly out.
You know what, though? I've got to give it to her because she still put on a show. She
did.
lost some chompers and still went up there
I'm
and
gonna tell you,
sang
she
like
was
a true
spitting
talent.
chiclets out there while she's
What
doing
an
her song.
awesome souvenir if you're in the front row and you get
Right?
Leanne Rimes' teeth.
Got
I would
Leanne's
grab it
teeth.
and run immediately, throw them
Yeah,
up on
oh, yeah.
eBay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
I got her teeth.
These
I
are
got her
real
teeth. Here's another singer story. I love this because I love Zach Bryan. He was overseas, Dublin, Ireland, and he was at a bar called The Celt, of course. And the person helping him, the server, was talking about how they were working late nights so they could pay for college. And old Zach Bryan left him a $7,000 tip before he bounced. That's what I would do. If I were
Such-
famous like that,
Yeah.
I'd be leaving tips like that like crazy.
Well, until you ran out of money.
Well,
no.
it wouldn't happen because I'd be such an awesome performer,
Would you
Katie.
just
Yeah.
keep
I'd have
raking it
and I'd
in?
invest it, that compounding interest.
Oh, you're smart with your money
Yeah,
too.
compounding interest is what it's all about, girl.
Okay.
That'd be the name of my country song, actually. Compounding interest. I'd be compounding love. What?
Compounding
No, nothing.
you.
Nothing.
Doesn't that sound like a country song?
It does.
Yes,
Compounding
of course.
love.
It does now.
In the back of my
actually.
truck.
Paying
There we go.
dividends.
Compounding interest, compounding love, compounding you.
Oh,
See,
what?
there's your lyrics already.
Compounding that ass.
Oh.
Well, that's what it sounded like, Katie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That would actually be a better title. Compounding that ass. With Jeremy.
Okay.
Jeremy on the guitar. Have anything else for you? Oh, I do have one thing just so I can play this. They say if you want to sleep better, you should be pounding down avocados. They researched a bunch of people for about 6 months who were having sleep issues, and they were feeding them avocados. An added benefit, they were lowering people's cholesterol as well. So they have lower cholesterol, and they're not sure why, but it was helping them sleep better.
It's that good fat.
They say they're chocked full of nutrients. They
Yeah.
are a superfood. You got fiber, potassium, folate, vitamin K, and all sorts of other good stuff. From what?
I love that.
Me too, right?
It makes me
best.
so
It's been a
happy.
minute since I played it.
Yeah, you never get to. I like it.
The only thing that would keep you awake is if you had avocado hand.
I know, right? Be careful for that.
Oh,
Again,
yeah.
use a butter knife
Butter knife.
to cut your avocado.
You're not going to sleep good if you lop off some digits.
Oh my gosh.
Cutting up those what?
You got 3
You got 3 of them, guys.
Look
Let's
at
go.
you go today.
What's going on local?
Hey, what do you think about a 673-foot tall observation tower in downtown Denver? That's what you
can
think
see
about
them
it?
from Mexico.
You just
Yeah.
wanted to push that button that
see 'em from
time.
there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are they actually building this, or
well,
is this in talks?
This is just an application for a concept review
I
at
don't
this
need it.
time.
I
So
don't
yeah,
need it.
it's not a thing just yet, but they're talking about it.
What is it exactly?
I like it. So it's going to be an observation tower where you get to climb up to the top and essentially take a bird's eye view of what the Mile High City looks
So
like.
it's just a tower, like
But
they have at Elitch's.
They've got things like this in Chicago. They've got
well,
things
no, that's
in
part
Canada.
of the
Is it an
entire
actual
Sears
building?
Tower.
Is,
Like,
but I know, but you get to see that view. I know at Sears Tower, it's
don't
like
care.
see-through. You get
This
to
is
look
a
down.
waste
how about go to the top
money.
of a mountain?
You think?
I'm going to tell you right now,
we
this
do
is
at
up
the
there
mountains.
with that stupid pedestrian bridge that they want to build next to the Capitol. This
Nobody
is
was
stupid.
happy.
It's going to cost millions of dollars, and it's going to be dumb. There's just going
think
to be
a lot
people
of
camped
people-
out up there sleeping, probably.
Well, I think a lot of people would definitely check it out. They're looking to put it up if it goes through between California and Welton Street, so just off 16th. So it's part of that whole 16th Street revamp that we've seen
It's
so
dumb.
much
It's going to be
of.
millions of dollars. It's dumb.
You
Just
don't
put an
think-
observation deck on the top of the Republic Plaza down there.
The,
Why
the,
not?
highest-
The tallest
Yeah.
building in
Tallest one.
Denver.
It's not even going to be the tallest one.
Yeah, it would be the second
tallest.
tallest
Well,
building next
okay.
to the
Building.
Republic
Sounds
Plaza
like someone's
building.
taller.
Yeah, the Republic one.
Sure
Put
does.
a deck up there up top that people can go to. It's going to be way cheaper, and you get your bird's eye view.
I'm with you. Complete waste of money, Jeremy. It's not like why? What? That's
You know what else you can spend your money on instead?
Mexico.
That's what you should be spending your money on.
Way
Well,
cheaper,
just so
too.
you know, again, the plan's in the initial stage. So for it to continue, it's got to go through all kinds of
I hope
stuff.
it
So
gets
don't
squished.
worry.
Squash
don't
it.
worry. We're not
Squash
there
it.
yet. But I think it's a good idea. I dig it. How about this? The local woman on Jeopardy. I love this story because her name is Emily Croak, and she was on the show, the game show recently, and she actually took home the final Jeopardy question money. And people are
Okay.
wondering if it's a little bit of a cheating situation because the question had to do with Emily Folger of Folger's
coffee?
Company. Yes.
The best part of waking up?
Exactly. And
Folgers
Emily
in my cup.
on Jeopardy, she was the only contestant to get it right. And the reason is she's related to Emily Folger. Like she is named after Emily Folger because she's that much related to her. It is her great, great, great aunt. And yeah, so folks now are calling this Nepo kind of thing
Oh,
that she cheated.
She didn't know the question.
She had no idea. They didn't know she was related to Emily Folger. So the whole thing is being blown out of proportion, I feel. But if you look at it with an innocent eye, I guess, you can see that it is the most coincidental real thing to happen in Jeopardy history, and that's how a lot of people are looking at it. Like,
It
this is
is.
actually
So what are
kind of
the
neat.
odds?
It's funny.
What are the odds? And
Ken Jennings
she-
didn't make her cheat. It's fine.
Exactly. But again, Emily from right here in Denver. So
That's
how
cool.
That
about
coffee isn't
that
even that
local
good,
story?
so everybody
It's
relax.
Not, I know.
It's like the worst
It
coffee.
It's
kind
not
of is, yeah.
exactly.
There's twigs and bugs in there.
Way better coffee
And
than that
mold.
out there.
A lot of
That's
mold.
for sure. Hey, it seems like it's a new week, but the same old story about out-of-state hikers getting stuck on a mountain, huh? I just don't like
This is like a weekly thing now.
Ugh,
Like,
I don't
truly.
like it, especially because I do hike and I don't go to the 14ers because I know that takes skill.
It's a lot of work.
You can't just walk up to the mountain and be like, I'm going to climb you. Like,
You need a
that's not how
backpack
it works.
with
You
some
need-
granola bars
You
in
need
there.
water. You need
Gatorade.
multiple changes
Good
of clothes.
socks.
You need layers. If you're going up to
a
the
hiking
14ers,
stick.
yeah, the 14ers, it's winter up there.
It's cold.
A hat.
yeah.
You'll
need a hat.
all the layers. So these
Good shoes.
These two from North Carolina, they went to
Trail mix.
Capitol Peak.
Trail mix.
Capitol Peak is a 14er. And these people from
Dried
North
fruit.
Carolina were just
M&Ms.
like, we're just going to climb it. Like, how funny
Crocs.
is that? In Crocs. They're going to climb it in Crocs? That's not happening.
Crocs and socks, baby.
Capitol Peak is one of the most difficult and demanding of Colorado's highest peaks. So what in the actual are these people
Did
thinking?
they drive here or did they fly in?
I don't know how they got here.
I was
but
thinking if they drove in, we got those colorful Colorado signs there. Everybody's always pulling off, taking pictures. They need another sign right after it that says, Flatlanders don't hike here.
Seriously,
Yes.
though.
Or-
Please don't hike here.
They
Or
come
be
in all
aware.
cocky.
I-
Like,
Be
I
aware
know-
of our peaks.
I know you're making fun, but this is a
I'm not making
serious
fun.
thing.
I want a serious billboard
Yeah.
that says, learn about our peaks before you hike them.
We have had multiple stories about out-of-state hikers getting stuck on our mountains because you don't hear about people from Colorado getting stuck on the 14ers because they know better.
we don't really do them.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But the thing is I truly feel like there needs to be a better system in place when it comes to hiking these huge mountains. There's got to be some
There's
kind
got to
of
be an app for that.
Gotta
right?
be well, there's gotta be something to where
The
like
trailheads. Put a
you-
sign there at the
Yes.
trailhead that says, listen, this is tough.
Yeah.
Did you pack dried fruit and a walking stick?
But there is a lot of that already. Like, be prepared for the mountains. I think, like me, I'm out in those mountains a lot. I will never, ever, ever underestimate the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, but
I
you
will
live here, you know
always be
it.
afraid of them because
Somebody
they're
rolling
massive.
in from Tennessee might
Yeah,
not.
they might not, but these two from North Carolina, they're going to learn today. Okay, Tim McGraw fans, they're super excited to see him in Fort Collins.
Can't wait. When's he going to come?
Well, he's not.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to come for the inaugural PBR Last Cowboy Standing event happening in Fort Collins on July 21st. He's recovering from back surgery, and it's not going so well, so he had to scrap it. So, yeah, folks are kind of upset about that. But Cross Canadian Ragweed will be filling in for him instead. They're big in the Texas Red Dirt country music genre, and a lot of country music fans are like, this is real country. This is how you country music. So I think that folks are going to be really excited that they're coming to Fort Collins. You, Josh, you're a CSU alum. You
Yeah,
excited
no, I'm
for
going to
it?
miss that one.
Oh,
I'm going to miss
okay.
that one.
Okay. all
Unfortunately.
right. Jer? Okay. How about Metallica, though?
Now we're talking.
Yay!
There we go.
Shows at Empower Field both Friday and Sunday. It's the first time in 8 years that they've been back to the Mile High City. What is it? The head guy from Metallica, what's his name?
Oh, you bet.
That is, oh
It's
my
not
God.
Lars,
No,
is
it's not
it?
Lars.
Not Lars, it's the
James,
head guy.
James Hetfield.
Yeah, so
Hetfield.
he goes up to the mountains a lot. He knows all about the 14ers and how hard they are to trek. What is it? Vale, he has a house in?
Sure.
One of the little mountain
Oh,
communities?
stalker.
Yeah, no, he does. He comes to
Katie.
Colorado quite often, so I'm surprised it took them 8 years to make it back to the Mile High City. But if you've got tickets to see Metallica, whoo, count yourself lucky. Those are a pretty hot ticket around town.
My brother-in-law's
right
going to both nights.
now. Really?
Yeah.
How'd he score that?
My sister gave him to him for his birthday.
Is he? Did he do something nice?
That's how that happened, Katie.
Okay.
They bought
All
them,
right.
and then they were given as a gift.
And then they're gonna go.
Yeah.
To
And then
Empower
that's
Field.
usually how it works.
Okay. All right. So go Metallica.
How did that happen?
How about Tristan Epps? Do you know who that is? No? Okay. He is That's not almost. He's the top, the latest winner of Top Chef. I'm sure he uses avocados.
Yeah,
I'm not playing it again. I'm going to get yelled at because I played it too much
So
today.
he is the latest winner of Top Chef season 22.
Yeah.
And he now calls Houston home, but he did have a restaurant. He worked here in Denver for a few years. So right after he won, he came back to the Mile High City and did a little community service action to
Well,
show
that's
people
nice.
how much he appreciated being here and how it really served him well in his career. But yeah, he's the latest winner of Top Chef season 22. Tristan Epps paying it forward.
Right on.
Love it.
I'll have to look him up.
Yeah. I'm sure you will,
As
too.
will everybody.
I'm sure
Everybody
you
else will, too. That was good. Probably should have ended with Metallica.
Why did no? I gave you
twice
one
today.
more reason
Yeah.
Twice
to
today.
play your avocado thing.
Twice today, you went past the Metallica story.
He didn't even need to play the avocado thing again. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was okay.
It's all right, though.
maybe I wanted to. Maybe I wanted to go past the
It's all right.
Metallica
Okay.
story.
It's all good, Katie. That's it. There's your Mile High Hype. Right now it's traffic time. Denver's best music. It's Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. Thank you so much for having us on during your morning commute, or if you're parked at the office. We appreciate you guys. Mix 100 is your all-access station. This summer, we've got the biggest tickets to the hottest events all summer long, and we're hooking you guys up. And you can find all the details and maybe some of the giveaways there on our station website, mix100.com. All part of Mix 100's All Access Summer. I think Big Rob is filling in for Nina tonight, actually, for your drive home, and he'll have Nate Bargatze tickets for you. One of the biggest comedy acts ever. This guy's exploded. Very hot ticket, and Big Rob will have those for you tonight on your drive home. I have to laugh. We've got this big going away party tonight for our big boss here, Dave Fleck. Awesome guy. We hate that he's leaving. Mm-hmm. We're all incredibly sad. Unfortunately, I can't make the little get-together tonight, the going away party. I know Katy and Josh will be there.
Yeah.
And Katie's like, but did you buy him a gift? Like a gift?
Yeah, a little going away present. You didn't get him anything?
No.
Josh, did you buy a
going,
gift?
So now I'm nervous. I was like, well, I didn't think you did that.
You don't have to buy gifts.
I'm honestly kind of bitter he's leaving. So
Well, I'm
bummed.
sad he's leaving too.
Yeah.
That's why. Here's the thing: is he and I have a common love for beef jerky. We've talked about this, where it's like our favorite snack.
That's
We've
my
talked
favorite
about
snack.
Kind of different, brands of beef jerky and whatnot. So I just I'm gonna get him that and a 6-pack of beer. And I just feel like
from
that's
Josh
a
and
nice-
Katy, right?
From Josh
Yes,
and Katy.
good.
And Jeremy.
No, and Jeremy from JKJ.
From JKJ.
Yay.
There we go. I'll Venmo
So
you.
you guys can Venmo me. I
There
was
we
just
go.
gonna say,
That's fine.
yeah, but So of
I'm
course
not
I got
doing
him
it
a
yet.
going away present. That's what you do.
That's such a girl thing.
Dude, I didn't even cross
Jeremy,
my mind.
I've worked with you for almost 6 years now. If you someday leave, I will be like, hey, man, I love you. Thank you so
Good
much.
times later, fist bump.
We'll
gone.
see you later. Like, I'm sorry.
I
That's
bought
not-
you a little gift basket with some
yes.
circus peanuts in it.
Here's some slippers.
Gift card to AMC theaters.
Here, gift giving is one of my love languages. Food is another. But
I will say, you came back from our little mini vacation the other day, and you brought everybody honey.
I did.
And I
Which
didn't
I
bring
tried.
you guys anything.
Loved.
See?
Good honey?
Loved.
Yes.
I haven't opened it
Oh my
yet.
gosh,
it's great
dude.
honey.
Really
So
good honey.
I do like to give the people that I like gifts because it's a way I can show. Hey, I like you.
It's got to be a
Here,
girl thing,
I like
man.
you.
I
Such
just
a girl thing.
You're my friend.
like I think
There
I
you
have a
go.
best friend in my life that's been in my life for decades, and I think I've maybe gotten him gifts twice for birthdays.
I don't
and
even
stuff
like getting
that.
my
Like,
dad gifts or my
Really?
mom.
It's my
did.
dad's
It's like
birthday
it's-
today. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Dad. I don't have a gift for him yet.
It's just, it's like an obligation. You're like, I got to do another gift.
I know.
oh my gosh.
And it
you
comes
two
so
are
close
funny.
to Father's Day for my dad specifically that I'm like, well, we just did this last week.
I shook his hand. I said, thank you for everything. You've been an incredible boss, an incredible leader, the nicest guy. You've done a lot for me with this new show and everything.
Yes.
yeah.
Godspeed.
Exactly.
But I think
and
those
that's-
words mean a lot. To be honest, I think that's better than a gift,
That's
Those
the thing.
nice words.
Shout out to Dave, who we're talking about here, and he has done a lot for me since I started in this company, like a lot. And I just want to show my appreciation through beef jerky and beer. That's all.
That's very kind of you.
Yay!
And then after I thanked him for everything and shook his hand and looked him in the eye, I may or may not have said, take me with you. Please take me with you.
No. Don't you dare.
Don't leave us.
And honestly, I'm not even joking. Yeah. Denver's best music. It's Mix 100. Jeremy, Katy, Josh in the morning. I guess Big Rob is bringing a gift for our big boss that's leaving too.
See?
Dang it.
I told you. You should
Son
bring
of a
gifts.
biscuit.
I'm just going to bring my love and appreciation.
There you go.
I brought my great attitude.
I was bringing myself to the party. Like, that's what I thought.
The gift. That's you guys
Like, I've
right
showed
now.
up every day for this guy.
I know you have.
You know, we've worked really hard
Yeah.
for our big boss. That should be gift enough.
I thought so. Huh.
Maybe I'll give him a piggyback ride or something around the office.
Well,
That's
coming
the gift
from
that keeps on giving.
Hop on, Dave.
Coming from experience, let me tell you both. The gift of your presence, you should probably get him something.
Oh, that was rude. That was
You probably
rude.
should. I'm just some beef jerky,
I think we're funny.
nice liquor bottles, something.
Liquor bottles to forget about us.
You funny. What are you guys doing today? Anything fun?
I'm going to the going away
Oh,
party.
that's
party.
right. You got that. Never mind.
My dad's birthday party, and then I'm going to go do a little shopping with some
Where are you going to get your dad? You don't know.
It's
know.
Tom,
What
right?
do I get the man that has
Mark?
everything? Like
Brian.
Mark,
Tom.
Tom.
Tom. It's
Happy
Tom.
birthday,
Katie
Tom.
was-
Hey,
Happy
Tom,
birthday, Tom.
congratulations.
Mark, Brian, Tom. No.
Whatever your name is.
Tom.
What could we get?
Happy
your
birthday,
dad?
Dad. Love you.
You
Give him
struggle
some
with this
beef
every year.
jerky.
Every year you struggle with
Well,
this.
like, I just don't know. He has everything. And he's the type of guy that's like, why'd you get me something? Like,
Does he like beef jerky?
yeah.
Bring him to the going away party
I'm
tonight.
just saying.
He would hate that.
Beef jerky is a solid gift anytime.
Beef jerky is a solid gift, but
I'm
you
gonna
got to
get him,
get like
like,
a
yeah.
high quality beef
like a
jerky.
pack of Blue Moon and a beef jerky. He
There
likes
you go.
the Blue Moon.
See?
There we go.
There you
And
go.
an orange.
Happy birthday, Dad. And an
Salted
orange.
meat, Dad.
Yeah.
Salted meat.
It's good. It's good.
I get to go to Hell on Earth today.
Oh, that's right. You do.
What is that?
The public pool.
Oh, buddy. Get in. Get in with your kids
get
today.
in.
Do it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
No,
Is there a slide there? Go down the slide.
there's multiple slides,
Go down
but
the
yeah,
slide.
Jeremy's
fun.
luck. He
It's
would get-
inevitable. Like
Yeah.
every time I take the kids to the rec center pool, there's a giant turd floating in
Well,
there. At some point during our 2 hours there,
You be the one to do
a
it today.
turd.
You be
Me?
the one. You
Yeah,
be the
just
one.
let one loose.
You be the one.
Beat you to
Lay
it.
one down. Exactly. Mark your territory, Jer.
This time it was me. Somehow it wouldn't be as bad, right? If it was your own brew.
I can stay in the pool. It's like Adult Swim.
I got it.
I got it.
Leave the net there. I've got it.
It's just beef jerky. It's
cup it.
fine.
Don't
Just
worry
cup
about it. Cup it. I'm cupping. I'm cupping. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the kids to the rec center today with a couple of their friends, and I will sit out. I'll sit on the edge and do something. I don't know. What are the odds? My little goodbye story here for you. A cop in England might lose his job after he asked a female coworker to pull his finger.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the problem, though. She did. She pulled his
no.
finger. He then spun around, stood on his toes, and farted in her face from less than 6 inches away and laughed. Do I get to play this
What?
again?
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess he was
my.
fired.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
Gross misconduct. Yeah, looks
It
like he's
is
going to lose
gross.
his
It
job.
was a drive-by farting.
I
What is that?
That's a great way to get pink eye, I'll tell you that much.
Oh my God.
Gross.
The fact that he turned around
Disgusting.
I
in
know.
his tippy
Here it
toes.
comes.
On me tippy toes, love.
Don't do that. It'll get you fired. All right, everybody, go live your lives. Have some fun. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning. They call us Jeremy, Katy, and Josh here at Denver's Mix 100. Bye-bye.
Bye.